It's a holiday Monday in many parts of the country. Here in Ontario, it's called Family Day, and you get a chance, if you're on the waterfront of Thunder Bay, for some maple syrup toffee.
I'm feeling like a rock star.
A fab, 4 in a row.
What a shot. The highlight reel continues.
We are in Thunder Bay. There's the sleeping giant off in the distance there, just off to the left-hand side, overlooking Fort William Gardens and our home for this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. This morning it was all about teams in Group A, and it was an all-Alberta battle. Kayla Skurlik, Selena Sturmey, and the Alberta champion, Skurlik, second appearance at the Scotties, and this was in the 9th. And this was all hands on for this one. Great draw, great rush. Wonderful carry to pick up 3 as she would go on to the win. 6-5 the final. Look at that. Such a disappointing week for Northern Ontario and Krista McCarville as she drops a 4th. BC stole 6 points in that game. It was another win for Saskatchewan, Nancy Martin, and she was winless last year in her first appearance when 0-8, but yes, the Carlo PEI pick up their first win, 7-6 over Nunavut. So as we check the standings, there it is. Rachel Homan had the morning off, still top of the table, undefeated, but then there's that bunch and that little bit of separation now with Sturmey at 2-2 and winless still Nunavut and Northern Ontario. Now all eyes are on Pool B. And on this Monday afternoon, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Scotties. Joe's here. Russ is right there. We'll hear from Kathy momentarily. Hope you're enjoying a holiday if you have the day off. The big news going into this day is that the ice-making crew were busy overnight.
Yeah, they sanded up the rocks to get a little more curl in there, a lot more curl actually, which could be good, could be bad for the players because they've been trying to protect on the narrow side. All of a sudden they have to get it out to the broom or they're going to wreck all over the guards. Who's going to adjust first?
All right, we'll find out. Our featured game is Quebec against Carrie Einarson. And when you talk about Quebec, they're trying to come off a loss last night to Ontario. A bit of a bounce-back chance now.
Yeah, it really is. They look good other than Laurie herself. And Laurie plays an aggressive style, and she missed every draw she threw last night. She just couldn't get it in her head. The ice was a bit slower. You talked about it. You know, the ice is so straight. You protect with your release, and she wasn't getting the speed out of her hack. She has to play aggressive, though, like she did against Laws. If she does that, if she's got the confidence to do that, they can take on Einarson here.
Well, Einarson, we know the story, of course, all the changes, all the trials, all the tribulations. She says it's taken 11 months to get to this point now.
Yeah, and Vic, I don't think we've seen the skip that won 4 Scotties in a row for 11 months because there's been so much turmoil and distraction there. She finally has been able to prepare for a championship adequately. They started their pool play with the lowest seeds today. They will be tested. They need to build some momentum.
So that is our feature on this Family Day here in Ontario. Yeah, let's go out and play in the snow. Coming up, it is Quebec against Manitoba's Einarson.
It's a little easier not having that target on our backs. And we have only 50% of our actual team. So we're just going to keep it light and just go out there and have fun and embrace the moment.
Even though they have like new players on the team, it feels like just with their experience, they're gonna just come together strong this week. So we're gonna have to just play our best and make some key shots.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By Home Hardware, here's how. by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada, and by BKT Tires, growing together.
Teams in Pool B, the feature on this Monday afternoon. Only Kate Cameron, Manitoba at 2-1 is idle, and so with the other games, here's Kathy.
Well, at 80%, Caitlin Laws and Team Manitoba were not good enough to win last night, so need to amp it up as they'll take on Danielle Inglis, who is trying to stay among the leaders at the top. It is a battle of the North as Bailey Scoffin takes on Carrie Galusha. Carrie Galusha in her final Scotties is still looking for her first win. And Christina Black up 2 in 8 yesterday morning, let that game go as they lost focus. Will need to keep it for 10 as they play the Newfoundland Labrador team that is much better than their record.
It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Quebec, they hail from the Glenmore Curling Club just outside of Montreal, and Laval clubs. They're skipped by Laurie St. George with Lisa Weigel, Emily Riley, and Jamie Sinclair. The Einarson team, the 4-time Canadian champions, ranked number 2 in our country from the Gimli Curling Club, skipped by Carrie Einarson, with Kristen Karwacki, Carly Burgess now at 2nd, Val Sweeting at 3rd. And it is Quebec that has won the last rock. You see the little the hammer there just beside their name. That indicates they will start with the last rock, playing the red stones. Einarson, the yellow. So you have 2-1 Quebec against so far undefeated 2 straight wins Manitoba. And to get us underway, the Manitoba Einarson lead is Kristen Karwacki.
Game 2 with the sanded stones, so they'll be a wee bit calmer, but then there's definitely more curl. Not an abundance, not like 6 feet of curl, but there's way more than there was. So what adjustments would you make, Joanne?
Well, for sure you'd want to see the skip opening up the broom, so you'll need to take a little bit more ice, but mostly as a thrower for the last 3 days of the Scotties at release, you didn't want to have any back motion. Now you can almost err on that side, knowing the rocks will come back.
That's hard, eh? Just go from one to the other.
T, back 4. Easy, it's good. We're over curling. Over curling. Gotta stay high. Yeah. Gotta stay high. We're over curling. 13-7. What'd you say?
And there it'll pop out on that wide out-turn side. All right, keys to the game now. Let's start with Carrie Einarson.
Yeah, so first of all, they need to get a read on these rocks, make sure that the broom is in the right place and everyone has the same consistent release. And also they want to force the draw. Would have known that Laurie St. George not happy with her draw weight yesterday. She couldn't find the 4-foot on lots of them. If they can force precision early, they'll be in a good position.
A lot more ice taken for this control weight hit here than we saw last night.
Burgess right, Sweeting left. Get across the nose, maybe flip it underneath, and they do. Very nice. Well done. Great start.
Nice. Yep. Okay, you know it.
Keys now for Quebec.
Well, lead with Lisa. That's an obvious one. Lisa Weigel, one of the very best at the lead position, and that will go. Her rock position will go a long way to the success and putting pressure on Einarson herself. And best third will win. It's going to be close. I think the front ends are fairly even here. So Jamie St. Clair has to neutralize Val Sweeting.
Top 4.
Lisa Weigel joining this team mid-summer. Got a call from Jamie Sinclair, who also makes her home in the Ottawa area. The other 2 curlers, St. George and Riley, are in the Laval area. Jamie Sinclair, of course, the former U.S. champion, twice over.
Yeah.
Jamie was really, really good last night. She made a ton of rock. A couple of great come around, set up a 3-ender. Perfect hit and roll the next end. With the rocks being sanded, there's just that little bit more friction, which usually means it's going to be a bit slower until the rocks calm down for a while, which could be like maybe by Wednesday. Chances are it's not as quick.
So Carly Burgess, if you're not aware, originally part of the Jennifer Jones team. Jones left. Chelsea Carey took over, and the game just the team just basically came apart at the seams, and now finds herself with Einarson replacing Shannon Burchard.
What a gift for Carrie Einarson's team. You know, Carly 3 times in the Worlds, winning everything. People forget she was in the Scotties final the last 2 seasons.
Good. Early end here with 2 draws that came up significantly light. So
is a little bit better.
as you mentioned, a little bit more finish. The Rocks are going to go a little more sideways than forwards and just not quite carrying as much as they expect.
One of the best curling deliveries out there. Square shoulders, a nice relaxed throwing arm. Many people have a very, very straight throwing arm when they have a no-lift delivery. Gives Carly a chance to extend and get that rotation on there, which is huge now that the rocks have been sanded.
Curl. Sorry. Curl. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Good. Very nice. Okay. You got it. Okay, you got it.
You might be able to get all 3 of these, at least moving. Go across the face of the middle yellow.
Emily Riley.
Heel. Clean. Yep. 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 Hard.
Almost.
Oh, goodness.
Good throw, Em.
Leaves the Einarson stone as a corner covering the 8. Shot rock is still 3/4 protected.
Close. Yeah, really close.
Saw those peels the last few days running deadly straight with any kind of weight, and that one definitely came up a little bit, even with the sweep. So close to kicking that one in the house.
Almost 4.5 feet of curl required here. It's Val's intern, mind you, but that's a nice curl.
Mine's good. That's here.
9th
2.5.
Scotties appearance for Val Sweeting. Remember, we only think about the championships, of course, but she came with those 2 silver medals, one in Montreal. Remember that? You were off to the hospital in Montreal.
That's
remember?
right, yeah.
And then subsequently the next year, 14 and 15 silver medals out of Alberta.
Speed? 3. Yeah. You guys just swept mine so hard that I think that was 5-3. 5-3. You gotta sweep that top 4. Yeah.
And the left-hander, of course. Yeah, that speaks a lot. Those numbers are just. Last night she was really, really good.
Yes.
Whoa! Shooter!
Despite the loss.
Okay.
Boy, everything's blocked off here now.
You're looking at that in your Quebec. Joe, those 2 reds, albeit the shot rock on the 4-foot is Einarson. At least you got something to use up front.
Yeah, they've got usable stones here because Einarson can't really guard both.
OK.
Je trouvais que c'était moins de kick, mais plus de hâte. Fait que
Ouais,
j'ai comme gamble
j'aurais dû
quand
vous
elle
dire
est-
wider path, par exemple. T'sais, line was good for the shot, but for weight, j'aurais pu vous dire wider path, for sure.
They looked at hitting one of those reds because, as Vic pointed out, it can be raised in. That's an option, as long as you roll staggered or something. But
Might be fresher.
I think first end, forcing an angle run back. We'll leave it for the opponent. It's just if it's made and stuck, the 2 could come out of nowhere here.
yeah, you're wondering why you're throwing this rock if that angle is made.
Curl a bit. Halfway. Curl. Curl. Good. Very nice. Good. Nice pair. Nice pairs, Val. Very good.
Just a little.
So talk strategy with me, Russ, a little bit here. They're going to just run the yellow, or are they just trying to peel the yellow, or are they running it back?
Yellow and red, and if they get real lucky, the red, their own color, comes back and gets that buried shot rock.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, they're trying to open it up.
Curl. Catch it.
Oh,
Okay.
Good try.
Well, they open up the shot rock a little
Nice
bit.
try, Jamie.
Interesting that Quebec comes into the game 2-1. Both their wins came without last rock in the first. Their loss yesterday was when they had that.
the one, but then she could probably hit it and sit buried.
Yeah.
And then you're probably hitting and rolling. What else are you seeing?
I'm thinking if I guard, she's probably going to give that a go rather than that's all or nothing, right?
Yeah. And if your guard is like back on center, she doesn't have this draw, so then we're just blocking this. It's tough too.
Okay.
I like the guard.
Okay, so I gave you here, maybe just a little less because I'd rather, don't want to give her that
like
chase.
show me where on your way by.
Like here's probably,
but yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's curling. It can drive you crazy. Like this is a logical shot because it puts a ton of pressure on Laurie and Quebec. But what if that rock's made with Laurie's first one? Then it's double guarded by the rock that Carrie's about to throw right now. So you have to say, and you, I like what you said was fresh pebble, fresh rocks. Leave her that one. There's, you could be wrong, but chances are it's not going to be made. So I kind of like this call, but we'll soon find out.
Well, what about coming in? What about a second Joe coming in again?
You could. It's just that center line red to run back. They've seen this line a few times. That's a little bit easier run back. There's no angle to it, and they could stick it, and then there's a chance for a 2 there as well.
Yeah.
I'd rather leave them the angle than the center line one.
And there's a chance they don't take on this angle raise that I drew up. They might still open the front up, trying to get a blank or something.
I mean, if you decided to come in yourself and either go, I don't know, would you go behind your own guard to sit 2? Would you go in again behind the center guards?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was an option too, other than the raise that Joanne pointed out. It's a little easier.
The problem with that angle raise, it looks so easy from the couch. If it happens to be missed, Einarson wraps another one around there, and it could be a steal of 2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hold this, right?
God, I didn't want to overcurl so much that she could run.
So
at
hit
this
the
and
yellow
then, like, air
to the right as we look at it, onto the red to go slightly to the left and back.
Now they've got to hit the red at like 230. They've got to get it extremely thin to get it to come back on the shot rock. But opening it up, at least it'll never be more than a steal of 1, and you still get a chance to blank.
These out turns just off the line were so straight the last couple of days. I'm curious to see if there's a little bit more finish. Uphill weight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And got it.
And look at that.
And all the way out, and they're sitting 2, Quebec, here in the first.
Wow.
Saw that rock was just touching the center line the whole way down the sheet, then hog line in, it curled up about a half inch.
Yeah, it had to over curl. This yellow raise had to over curl the red one, and it hit it perfectly.
It's the second year for Jamie Sinclair, but you can understand why she said yesterday, St. George, that she believes this is the best team she's ever had with the addition of Weagle. She called off the brush St. George, but Weagle didn't, or Sinclair didn't panic. She saw it, and that's that skipping ability, right? Seeing those shots.
Boy, there's an extremely good chance they're going to score 2 here now. This is tough to get it all the way. Carrie can throw it hard enough, but it's tough to get it all the way across.
Final stone for Carrie Einarson. That turned around on her quickly. Here we go. Burgess on the brush. Can they get this double and get themselves out? There's 1. And then they'll roll it over and just sit off the corner.
Pretty good shot.
Good throw. Good throw. Thanks.
Est-ce que t'aimes ici avec contrôle?
Ouais, je pense que ça va bouger un petit peu. Ça a l'air bon.
Amazing, Joanna. You're worried about the angle raise you might give up 2, and
I think we can
Laurie
make it
throws
curl.
that at you.
I think it's good ice. All right, well, they got a little lucky there.
Yeah, made one good one. So
Yeah.
stay patient.
Yep.
Yeah, we have space to roll on this.
You guys,
Okay, 10.5.
in talking with Carrie Einarson prior to the game, she was just so much
We've
more
thrown a few kills down the
relaxed.
middle now.
And I think,
it.
considering all the things that the team has gone through, but I remember talking with her when they were champions, and there was always that added pressure. Carrying the maple leaf or wearing that maple leaf. This night, today, very, very relaxed.
Wait, good. Easy. Yep.
Great opportunity.
Easy.
Made a wonderful stone shot with her first. And they quietly just tap this back. Weagle closest to the stone, Riley out in front. Will this work? Will it work? And sure does. There's your 2. And what a deuce it is for Quebec and Laurie St. George. The familiar face, Lisa Weagle. Now throwing lead stones for Quebec and Laurie St. George. Welcome back on this family day here in Ontario and in places like Alberta, BC, New Brunswick, Saskatchewan. It's Louis Riel Day in Manitoba. Nova Scotia calls it their Heritage Day, and it's Islander Day in Prince Edward Island. Hope you're enjoying your day off if you have it, as we continue with our coverage of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. That's a big 2 on the board. And here in the second, it is Manitoba's Einarson that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Top 8. Top 8. There it goes.
That was quite a finish, that end. Team Einarson just curled 97% in that end, gave up a deuce.
It's really good. Gotta curl it. Keep going, Car. Keep going. Nice fit. Yep. Out of grub. Great press.
Well, the leads are at 100.
I like the freeze.
See this kind of square setup, box setup, whatever you want to call it. And Team with Hammer gets their corner guard ups. Of course, Quebec is coming to the middle, and Team with Hammer completely ignores it, just tries to make one good around. These corner freezes around the corner are really tough because any kind of over curl and you're not shot, under curl, they can get at you, and the weight has to be absolutely perfect.
Tough to do when it's Quebec's first try at it.
We've talked about the number of teams who have mixed doubles experience. Nancy Martin's team is one of them. There's lots of mixed doubles on this team with Laurie St. George, Emily Riley, and Lisa Weagle. But Lisa said she doesn't think that the strategy of the mixed doubles comes in as much as Nancy Martin believes it does in her game. But certainly it helps with all their soft shots.
Yeah, I got 15.
It's made a lot of curlers that much better. It really has. Different strategies, softer weights, knowing how to miss mixed doubles, and that unbelievable draw weight you have to have.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa.
And drives it by and then rolls the shooter to cover that stone on the edge of the 8.
Just overbrush it a hair. It's easy to do.
Yeah, you expect to see a little bit more finish, kind of hog line in area, and just over anticipated.
Not a ton of reps with Carly yet either. Maybe hers, hold a little bit. Some people can throw that out turn. It just, you're sure it's going to curl, never does.
Figure out. Line's good. Wait's close. Lots of room. Close for line. Straight. Top 12. We gotta go. Hard. Come on, Jamie. Hard, Jamie. You gotta go. Come on. Hard, Jamie.
Sinclair is right.
Whoa, curl.
Weagle left. And a little rub and roll, and will it catch the top edge? Looks like it just may have gotten there.
15-6.
Three other games on the ice, Kathy.
And pretty much run it up and down on sheet A, leading to the blank. Carrie Galusha forced to draw to the 4-foot to get the single, and she did. And Nova Scotia had an opportunity to split the house on Jill Brothers, wasn't able to, and that led to the blank.
Little down. Yep. Whoa. Yep. 10-5. Hard. Whoa. Great shot.
Oh boy, now they got 2 underneath.
Very nice.
And they do have last rock, Einarson.
When Quebec's last one, the red one, the closest to the rings, was coming into the rings, they yelled whoa, knowing it wasn't going to get by, trying not to hook them. Now they're hooked.
10-6.
So the red raise is not as easy.
Third stones here in the second, and Weagle picks up Sinclair right away.
Okay, that's good.
Well, opens up the shot stone for sure.
Not bad.
Would be a terrible idea to go open side here. I don't think there's a red. I don't think there's a raise on the red to make the double, and I don't think you can make the double without certainly rolling out.
She might be able to make that though.
I kind of like open.
Yeah, I think you leave it for them, and
Yeah.
you've got your 2.
Yeah, like that.
And it's a tough red raise.
Yeah, 15.
Double's always rolling out too.
Yep.
Yeah, I like top
Like
8 or 7.
theirs just got gobbled up here going this way.
Yeah, I like that, Val. They're good.
Technical term.
Yep.
So just a little bit.
There's always a new one every week.
Yes. Yeah.
When we watched Emily O'Reilly try to come around the corner situation, there was no panic on line or weight, and then all of a sudden it grabbed the curl and everything came off of it. So it's good to have very specific discussion. I mean, Val's throwing in an open house. You don't think that would be complicated, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
Just to my room.
Has to be crispy down the middle here.
Easy. Just to my room. Easy. Looks hot.
Whoa. T. Back 4. Back
Okay,
8.
go here. Go here.
Yep. I think we're there.
Right here.
I think we're
Good
there.
judge.
Keep going.
Okay.
Those have to be the hardest to judge, Joanne, for their front ends.
Oh, absolutely. Just what they did really well was they were
Great shot,
constantly
Val.
reevaluating as it came down the sheet. It looked heavy, but as soon as the Quebec stone curled, it really stopped. So they stayed very close.
Control.
Sometimes those just hit a wall, and then all of a sudden you look silly because you didn't even have your broom on the ice. A lot straighter going to that side.
Yes, yes.
Hair down. Clean up. Yep. Hard.
Jamie Sinclair,
Oh boy.
Hard.
Emily Riley.
Hard.
Oh, did well.
Okay.
Did very well.
Oh, that did look good.
we were getting by.
That one came down too, eh? I think a little
I
bit.
didn't hear time, just felt down to me.
That softer release has worked up until now, and with the rocks being that much more aggressive, you got to be careful.
The way she was screaming was
Walk in here. Let's go.
Enough room, I think, to slide buried, but I'm not sure that helps you because it might set up a short raise double.
11 and a half.
After a blank in 1,
Whoa.
Caitlin Laws with last rock as they play Ontario and Daniel English.
Well, and she's being forced. She had the opportunity to split the house to lie 2 on her first and went through, and that allowed Danielle to remove the other Laws stone, looking for the 8-foot. Similar path to where she just threw and was heavy.
But I think we attempt coming through there.
73% so far in the event on her draws.
Right?
Easy. Curling now. Line's good.
Yeah.
Line's good. 14-5. Yeah. Good judge, guys. One red.
And 1 red it is.
Red, yeah.
Sorry, Caitlin, that was so dumb.
Okay. Good throws.
I have to think that at this point, even on as we play on a Monday afternoon, that's a very big game for Laws.
Yes.
You drop to 1 and 3, then the proverbial back against the wall kind of thing.
And a couple of those losses are against teams that might knock them out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Again, a reminder, just the top 3 teams will advance out of each pool, and there are no tie-breaking games. The deciding factor is head-to-head records.
Curl. Yep. Whoa, straight.
Skip stones. Laurie St. George get 1, and that's a big shot. We'll get 2.
Good shot. Atta girl. Nice shot. She's throwing those real
Hitting
far,
machine.
right? Comme ça.
86% for the week so far. A brilliant shot in the first end.
J'étais comme, oh, genre, je sais qu'il faut que j'en mette un peu parce que sinon, si j'en ramène, c'est mort.
They came back.
Whatever works, eh?
Yeah, seriously.
Just.
Statistique.
OK, 22, c'est pas la fin du monde.
Est-ce qu'on essaie le roule?
That's not good. That hammer efficiency is not good. You want to be up at around 50% in that area.
Ready? 10-7. Yes. Keep going. Yep. Stick to it. Hard.
Yep, hard.
Right
Hard
to
to
it.
stay there.
Push,
Good
push.
judge. 10-8. Good sweep.
Well, you said she was playing well, Laurie St. George, and it was her shot in the first that led to them getting a quick 2-0 lead.
We talked about that short angle raise being a tough shot. How about a double angle raise crossing the face of her own red rock and just getting it on the going by, kicking it in, and then getting that bonus sitting 2 sets up the deuce. Just a brilliant shot. Great angle call.
Leads to 2. Key shot is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
You got it.
Last, Jamie. Yeah.
Quebec's going to take on the long roll here. Try to roll to the back edge of the 8-foot in the corner of the house. Pretty risk-free. If you nose this, Carrie Einarson's not going to miss a nose hit. So if you go for this, you happen to roll out.
Yeah.
Really not the end of the world.
She made the double with her first. She's 91% on her hits in the event, and that's number 1 when it comes to skips.
Don't speak too soon here.
She's 89.
Okay.
Comes to hits.
No worries. Hey, Lori, good.
Wow.
It really came down and grabbed. Like I could hear the pebble just like
Yeah, a bit fresh in there.
shoot.
A little bit light. Yeah.
Being
but,
fresh
like,
and just
yeah.
exaggerated.
So you're thinking. Okay.
That's what we were trying to
All right, Carrie, you
explain
got
is, you're sitting at home going, how can that happen? But that same release with that same weight last night, they probably don't sweep it at all and make it.
They're good. Let's capitalize.
Isn't that interesting? St. George was number 1 hitter. Now you're getting the number 1 draw.
Stay down. Think you good. Think you gotta go. Go ahead. Go ahead. You gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Wow.
Hard, Kristen. Hard, Kristen. Hard.
Karwacki
You gotta push
left.
faster. Hard. Hard. You got
Burgess right.
Hard.
It says put it on your back and just carry it there.
Faster, Kristen.
A little bit more. And that is very good sweep. They knew it early. And they'll draw it there for 3, but helped, of course, by that flash by Laurie St. George. Kristen Karwacki throwing the lead stones for Carrie Einarson. Number 2 in Canada. They were the number 1 team that qualified from the Canadian team ranking system. And that 3 puts them in front. Quebec once again with last rock. Here in the 3rd, playing the Redstones. Welcome back to Thunder Bay. And it's day 4 of our coverage. The Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
It's a big ad. Bigger ad.
Wait, close.
Top 8.
Get here.
Let's go. You got room.
Wait, good.
Top 8. Stay with it. Easy. Stay with it. Jamie's rock. No bounce on this line. Can't bounce. Stay with it. Curl, 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 curl.
Really good.
The leads are making a lot of shots so far.
Okay. It's just 2 different types of throws, and I think that one carries.
A bit of an error from Kristen. On her come around attempt, it's a little bit light, so you never want to be peeling your own middle when you don't have the hammer. No other real option here, though.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
She slid full and hooked it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to come back.
Yeah.
That works.
The comment is sliding full, sliding wide, and hooked it. And, I got it back to the
Okay,
broom.
sliding good here now.
It made it a little more difficult
Like
for the
my
line
40
call.
gig or
and
even less?
those are things you're going to pick
50,
up with a
60? Yeah.
new player in Carly Burgess. Does she do that all the time? Does she need less ice? Did they change the release a little bit?
Yep,
Yep, line
We don't run this high.
2, 3. Hard. Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa. 3. Whoa. It's really dying. Keep, whoa.
Sit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sit.
Boy, Lisa Weagle, one of the best, yelled 3.
Okay.
That slowed down 5, 6, 7 feet.
She's not.
Just because they went that little bit wider, do you think? Or?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it could be. Could be the stone, too. It's a little bit of pebble somewhere.
I only have a little more than half.
It's a little bit surprising.
That's okay. I want to make sure we kill one.
Yeah, we'll kill it.
Okay, you got it.
It'll be in the open, so you got it. 10.5.
So these are the shots that virtually were not possible yesterday. The chase with the lighter weight just was not coming up at the end. See some nice finish now that the rocks have been sharpened.
10. Clean. Oh. 10-5. 10-5. Whoa. Curl, Mile. You gotta curl.
It's falling.
Hard for a piece. Hard, Val. You gotta go.
Val Sweeting.
You gotta go.
Oh, boy.
Just a little surprised by the weight selection there. I almost thought they'd try like a board weight at that.
What was that?
For sure, because even if you ticked your red or your yellow coming in, you might have stayed in the rings and keep your shooter in play.
That's no indication of a dead house, is it?
No.
That was just a weight thing?
Well, they just didn't hit enough of it. I think
Okay.
what they wanted to throw enough weight to remove a red, but it would have been really hard to keep the shooter. Just
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Top 12.
Hard.
Boy, a lot of draws coming up on the light side.
Top 12. Tight.
yeah, Emily's. I think most of her draws are just getting a lot of extra curl.
Hard.
Bounce it, bounce it, bounce it.
Whoa, whoa.
And they get the separation.
14-9.
All right, Kathy, our first look at Yukon against the Territories.
And it is Yukon lying shot. If you look at the difference between the two stones at the front, there's a small port. And Bailey tried to go through that to get to the 4-foot on her first, was heavy and went through. Kiri Galusha tried to get to the 4-foot, was heavy and went through. And so that means that for Bailey, she gets the second attempt at the same shot, looking for the 4-foot.
Bailey Scoffin out of the Whitehorse Curling Club went 1-7 a year ago. Her only win was over Melissa Adams of New Brunswick. Got it through, they do. And draw it down, and she does for 2. The 22-year-old who is a business student at the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology was all business, obviously, there. She's also a college silver medalist in the National College Championship.
Really good touch shot from Val Sweeting there.
Third stones,
Yep. Oh, yep.
Jamie Sinclair,
Hard.
Riley.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, good.
Leaves the high center, spills one into the top 12. Shot rock still belongs to Einarson.
If you're Kiri Einarson, you don't love that Quebec is sitting second and third here, but I think they have to guard. There's,
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, she could try to hit her yellow and roll in behind cover just to kill a red. But it's kind of helping her.
Yeah.
It can't get her yellow out of there. It'd be a pretty tough pick.
Get a bit of backing, right?
Line's good. Halfway.
Guard placement is tricky when you haven't seen a lot of rocks yet with the sharp, and how much is it going to come up at the end?
Halfway.
Yeah, because you might even have the right line at this point in time, but then it dies and doesn't have time to curl.
That's good too. Curl. 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 Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
They cover enough?
Yep, does the job.
Great pair.
Just didn't want to leave a hole
Great
there.
pair, Val. Really good.
Yeah, good sweeps.
Okay, you know it.
I like that so better. Hung out there longer.
Yeah.
Half a red onto half the yellow, and the red you're raising, Jamie's raising here, might even slide into the rings.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. First. Whoa. Good shot. Stay with that.
Very nice.
Good. That's pretty good. Here, Lauren.
Nearly spilled a fourth in.
Good night, Jamie.
Almost.
That's great.
Heck it.
Tempted to hit the top
Do we
yellow,
ever hit the
Joanne.
yellow?
Because as you say, the back yellow's fairly protected with the back
Might
one.
leave a dub. Do we ever leave a double to sit 3 though? Just because your shooter's
Yeah.
going to be over here. I worry she'll have a nose double.
Yeah,
Right, like
'cause I
this.
can't
This
really
right now is
guard.
only for 2.
She could stick that for 3. It might just be over here.
Yeah, I guess she'd have to like hammer it and try roll her shooter. It might be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else are you? Like if we could ever line it up and miss this,
Yeah.
then we have these 2, and then she'd have to pick that kind of.
Yeah. Or that, or we just freeze. And if I'm
Whoa.
here.
Whose shot? Do you think it's red?
It is Caitlin Laws.
Okay, so how do you get in here?
Well, for Caitlin, she guarded that yellow stone so that there was no tap for Danielle. This is the attempted outturn if, in fact, the rocks have been sharpened, as we know they have. She's hoping to get just enough oomph to move it back. Needs to move it maybe a couple of inches to score 2.
Back 4.
I just don't know if it'll curl that much.
Back 12.
The Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club. Danielle Inglis, ranked number 11 in our country, and not enough.
Steal of 1.
And a 2-0 lead.
Thanks.
Thanks. I figured that spot would be a pinch nicer.
Elected to freeze or guard. Did you get a
4-7, I think. We swept it. Hers was
Yeah, I think they're playing the freeze. 4-7. I think that means
Okay.
14-7 for this team. That would be somewhere top 4.
great call if you make it? If you ever leave it high side, look out.
What? Exact.
So line is important. A little light isn't the end of the world, because that yellow will always jam on the back red.
Okay, let's make it.
This is where Carly Burgess is new on the team. Hasn't been able to judge for a whole season on Carrie Einarson, but told she's got great eyes for these.
Line's good. T. Reed only running a bit. Line's
Dropping in on Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and Labrador after Black got 2 in the second.
And it is shot for Nova Scotia. Second is Newfoundland Labrador. It was a tap by Christina to get to the 4-foot, but Brooke feels she can see enough. If she can make the double, she could score 2.
Brooke Godsland, 2-time provincial junior champion, and will it spill for her? And no, it does not. That doesn't come back. And so it's a steal of 1 for Nova Scotia.
Boy, if you're allowed to carry that Carrie Einarson rock down, that's where you'd put it.
I think it's either that or you just blast it.
Got a 13-8. Oh, wow.
I think
I came down
you
there.
hit half or less. This is leaving the 4-foot, so that's not bad. That's the one is
Just try to blast this. That's what I was thinking. Just kind of unlock it.
Yeah.
And
Okay, you'll have options on your next.
yeah.
At least this backing's gone.
C'est même si on la pique clean, I guess que c'est pas terrible non
Yeah, I
plus,
think you
right?
go for like a third's fine.
Yeah. See?
Yep.
This is all about what? Just leaving yourself a shot with your last one?
Yeah, try to make some space. They'll lose the top yellow and the back red. That middle yellow, it shouldn't go too far. Be slightly behind the tee line.
Your grunt. You didn't agree with this, or
No. I was
just grunting.
No, and if you hit, I was trying to think it through a little bit farther. If this Laurie overcurls this, hits it super thick, the top yellow is going to jam on that side red. No, it's the only call, I think.
Laurie St. George in her first. Oh boy, got away with the jam too.
Right.
Nobody mentioned that.
Good shot. That works. Good. Works. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It accomplishes a lot. The back end's
Angle's better
gone.
on the center one.
There's only a potential steal of 1.
Yeah, I guess so.
Plus this,
Yeah.
you'd have to.
I just don't want to risk leaving a shot for 2 after all
Yeah.
that. so-
Exactly.
Okay. Just give me a hair more.
Yeah. I think so. That's really hard to stick. So.
Well, she's got that to stick it, but it should catch that.
Yeah, in order to score her shooter, it should catch on there. Yeah, I like. We go like right here.
Yeah, like right there is
After
good.
what we witnessed in the very first end, Team Einarsson's got to be a little careful of this.
So is
If they get it perfect,
Just
it
tight,
might
yeah.
it might actually
Yes, but I don't
on
think
contact
she was
slide
going to
over and miss this one. They could score 2 that way.
Like it should jam on the other one.
Should, but it might
My
not.
initial thought was either or we play the same shot and come like right to ours.
I like this, I think.
I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just touch
nice and
For deux. Oof. Slash. Hard to stuff it for 2.
C'est peut-être dangereux.
Clean.
clean.
A little bit,
Yeah.
I think.
2.5. I think we're there for 3.
3.5.
Clean.
Through.
Tie down.
Whoa, looks hot. Where?
To your
tight.
broom. Clean. Tight. To your
Stay
broom.
close for the curl.
Yep. Just tight. Curl. Curl.
Clean, easy.
Keep going. Keep
Not
going.
even
You
a
can't
chase
hold it.
for
Good.
Good.
Nice speed.
Well, not quite the place they had talked about putting it, Joe.
I think they're happy with where that was. You heard Val say we don't want to leave a chase for 2. So if you continue to finish that and try to kind of protect this yellow-red situation, you could inadvertently leave a quiet tap for that second point. It's a good spot.
Parce que le top, je sais pas comment ça va curler, right? I mean, it will go probably, eh?
With the top, you're throwing what, back line?
No, I think I need more than that. Hack? Je pense que j'ai besoin de facile hack.
It's probably there for 2 if
Double
you
tap or
cheat on this one here. If you hit the red so it comes back and hits the right hand side, then that top one will go this way.
You're basically nosing it.
If you hit the red really thin to stick it for 1, then it's going to jam on that side one. But I think they're just going to play it with soft weight and try to score the single.
How's that look with hack?
Love it. You got it.
I think I can give you like a nice release.
Yeah. It'll move.
Je pense un peu plus, par exemple. Yeah.
I almost think this is harder to play with this light weight just because they haven't seen a lot of these middle
The rocks.
finesse weight shots. Is this going to run straight with a little extra weight, or is it going to go curl like crazy?
I think it's close. Okay.
Laurie's in-turn hit coming the other way with control that took off.
Right, and if you high side this, to your point, slightly high side with the soft weights, a steal of 2. You're going to raise that top 12 foot in and miss the back one. You have to miss this narrow.
Final score. For Quebec here in third. Right now it is Manitoba sitting 1. Just back of the button, covered. Looking at a double angle raise. Now Riley holding this up. Here we go. Got the right call. Got the right call. Very nice. Oh, I tell you. Not only she played well throwing, I think Sinclair's line calls have been terrific.
Great shot. Good call.
Way to go, atta girl. Really nice.
It was, to your point, Joe, soft weight, but enough to do the job as the brush goes up, and we are tied. And it is a fab 4 in a row for Team Canada. And then through all that, you're looking for people to replace players. And look at who's on the list. From Walker to McEwen to, yes, Joanne. And Brittany Tran, of course. And then Carly Burgess joined them for Guelph. And Carrie Einarson saying that this is she's got her consistency now. And I was asking her about the adjustments she's had to make. Because, you know, we've talked about the number of skips who want everybody to be perfect, throw them just the same way. Brad Gougeau immediately comes to mind as somebody who wants that person to throw the way he sees it. And so I said, do you do that? She says, no, I, at this stage, with all the changes, have to adjust to the thrower. I can read them, I see them, and then I do my ice according to their throw. So she's had to adjust a lot, but it's worked well for her.
Yeah, and I thought they managed the revolving door that has been their season really well. They've gotten enough points to be number 2 in Canada. That's a huge accomplishment.
Unreal.
And when she gave me a call, I said, look, I didn't throw a single rock last year. Is there anything you want me to try to focus on as I try to get myself ready to play? And she said, no, you do what feels good, and I'll figure out where to put the broom for you. And I thought that really helped, especially just coming into the team with all the other jobs you have to worry about. I didn't have to think about my throws.
And they didn't have time to start changing releases and stuff. I think that's brilliant. And that's the skip's job.
I just think it's remarkable what this Einarson team has done. And I really focus on Carrie and Val. When I talked to Renee Sonnenberg about their analytics, she said, we focus the analytics on Carrie and Val. They are the power of 2 that has stayed together throughout all of the changes. Who would have expected about Brienne? And Val just steps up with whoever comes in, and then Shannon goes down with the bad knee and is not playing the rest of the year. Well, Val's got to incorporate the front end all the time, and with that revolving door, there's so much more than throwing in this game. It's trying to find a chemistry with who you've been placed with. It's a lot of work, and their success in a year like this has been remarkable.
Yeah, well said. They've just been amazing.
Really got to curl. Curl, curl, curl. Cross center, cross center, cross center, cross
We're tied
center.
at 3 as we play here in the 4th, and it is Einarson with last round playing the Yellowstone.
That could be a real turning point there, Vic. That wonderful shot from Laurie there to it was either going to be a steal of 1 or score 1, that 2-point swing. Now look, Einarson's got a ton of work to do down the center to even score here. Frozen rock on the button, guarded, and another red in the way.
Close. Get it. Great shot. Let it go. Carly.
How good's that?
Yeah, still lots of work to do with those 2 red rocks on the button, but this certainly looks a lot better. They've got their own rock now out of the way, nothing in front.
Yeah, beauty.
Those are the kinds of shots you need out of your second with 5 rock rule. Now have to be able to connect on these double peels, and knowing the angles to spill it into the rings is impressive.
Minimum. Watch good. Halfway.
Playing quickly here. Third stones. Jamie Sinclair.
Patient, patient. Just 2. You got to cross center, Elise. Hard, Elise.
Might not have enough speed to get across center.
Hard.
Oh dear, who's the shot, do you think, red or yellow?
I believe it is red. That's Caitlin Laws. That Yellowstone you see, a wonderful shot made by Ontario, facing a whole bunch of trouble as they risked to try to score a deuce back. Caitlin tried to corner freeze and just grazed and rolled beside it. Danielle can get to the face and tap it back for 2.
And a tie game possibly here in the 4th. The Ontario champions ranked number 11 in the country. Laws number 5.
Really nice.
That'll do. And that will even it up at 2. Last year in Calgary, Inglis and the team went 3 and 5. 12 teams in this year's field were in Calgary a year ago.
That has to be some kind of record, Vic.
Good. Good sweep.
Yeah. What turn do you like? You got it all.
Trying to run this in and splash these rocks off the button.
Yeah, if you get the yellow straight back, the red won't drag enough to hit that back yellow, and it'll keep maybe as many as 2 yellow in the rings.
No. Little down. Yes. Roll it.
So a splish, but no splash.
Okay.
Sorry.
Running out of rocks to get at those 2.
Yeah.
Throw up a high guard again, do you?
Yes.
Same spot. We need to cross center.
Okay, you got it.
Maybe a little tighter.
I threw 60 from my guard.
Just past halfway, I think is pretty good.
I agree. You can throw 70. I didn't even like fully extend.
Yeah, okay.
If it's super high and not quite the right line, they could try playing a yellow tap.
I'm thinking 2 red, 2 Nova Scotia, final stone coming up for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, you'd be thinking right. Christina Black was trying to corner freeze on her final. It ran a little bit straight, and so that set up a potential of a double here for Brooke. If she can make it, it's for 2.
Sarah. Hard.
Great shot.
Very nice.
Wonderful. The experience on that team is at 3rd with Erin Porter now in her 6th appearance.
Just let it die. It's over curling. No.
Okay.
They didn't guard it, but they guarded the proper side. If it was that much open on the out turn, it would be even worse.
Yeah, like get to what you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, what weight are you
Probably
seeing?
like
The
with
thought being that you can attack it easier that direction.
Hitting it a little on the left as we look at it would be easier to make this tap, but now they have to hit it a little up. It's hard to hit it on the left still.
Yeah, but because they have that yellow available, they can run the yellow back onto the red and kill a red, and that's one lonely Quebec stone in the rings.
If this is made perfect, it's 3 yellow to 1 red. Can't see a ton of it though.
I do, yep.
Yeah.
Dead on is probably the best they can do.
I think that broom's good. Yeah. Is that too much?
You want to be greedy, you want to tap that shot rock out of play.
This ice? Okay.
All right, Carrie. Lock in here. Let's go.
Just playing control weight here, so should see some movement past the guard.
Yep.
Speed's good. Hard.
Hard!
No way.
Really hard!
Really hard.
Really hard!
Headed by first, and they do not.
Okay.
Just a little careful. Good weight.
I heard that just a little careful on release, Val said, and yesterday there would have been no issue with that release.
That's the way to throw it yesterday, not today.
Yeah, it's hard. She's sitting in the hack asking, is this too much ice? Because your brain's not quite comfortable with it after what it's seen multiple times in the previous games.
1 inch on the left. Oui, je pense que même si au split center, c'est pas mauvais, right? Okay,
Now, how do you score once this guard is made?
I think we can make a curl too, so.
Yeah, even that, if you left the yellow raise, it's still a steal.
Lori's been getting curl on her intern. Jamie threw a couple of guards. They had to switch
the yellow on your side.
and make it curl at the end with the sweep. And with hers, it over curled significantly.
Split centers.
Yeah.
Really
That was
good.
Stephanie. The weight was great on that.
Yeah, same
Do
weight.
you want to throw
Yeah,
hair
I
less?
can.
Okay.
Get rid of one of them.
The speed's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Speed will be good.
You got it.
Yep.
I think it's
Step
heavy.
early.
Same place.
Tight.
Yes.
Line's good.
Well,
Halfway
a
tight.
little less curl, I guess.
Line's good.
Halfway. Tight.
Wow. Okay, easy.
No, 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 no,
Easy,
no,
let it
no. Just two. No.
Okay, two's fine. Close.
No.
Yep.
No, no, no. Okay.
That's good effect.
Yeah.
Maybe a little long.
Yeah, and a little over curl as well.
And to your point, another over curl with the intern for Laurie St. George. This is tricky.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm just like doing this momentum a little
Just
bit.
get it back a little bit at the end. You're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Just a subtle over motion, and they're going crazy.
Je pense que je la vire un peu.
I think we just got to give you more ice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. They've identified it right away, though. That's good. Got to tick one of these out of here for a steal of one.
Final stone here in 4.
Curl.
And it is Quebec sitting a couple. Now helping over Burgess. What are you going to get? One? Yes, and they pick it right off the face. And it will be a steal of 1 for Quebec here in the 4th. On this family day. It's a holiday in many parts of the country. Lisa Weigel joining the team from Quebec and Laurie St. George this year, throwing the lead stones. They lead at 4-3 over Manitoba as we welcome you back to Thunder Bay this Monday afternoon. And with the steal once again, it will be Carrie Einarson that does have last draw, playing the Yellow Stones. Weigel saying it's just a 1-year commitment at this point in time for her. Not sure what she'll do.
Lisa's got the early advantage at the lead position. That steal was largely set up thanks to her rocks. Kristen Karwacki slid behind the tee line and she locked a good freeze on. And similar situation again, Kristen heavy with her first. And Lisa's center line top 4 situation has the pressure on Team Einarson.
Easy. Easy, Car. Easy, Carly. Whoa.
Just to it.
There it goes.
We're to it.
Okay, it's got to curl.
Go a bit.
Got to get to nose.
Gotta go.
curl.
Gotta curl.
Easy, 14-9. Should be here. Easy. Easy.
Just a little kiss.
No.
Oh, good.
Good.
Nice.
Good job, Rob. Top 12, copy. 4-9. Okay, that's good there. Yep, weight's good.
The top
Nice
teams
here.
are so good at the judging now. It's quite impressive.
I like it.
You got room.
Weight's good. Top 12, copy. Easy. It's
Top
right.
8. Top 12.
You're not even on it. You're not on it.
Top 12.
Okay. Please. Both of you go.
It's dying, Jamie.
Leader.
Kind of a strange management there. Laurie's yelling, "You're not on it, you're not on it," and they're yelling top 12. Well, if it's top 12, you need to sweep it. It almost needed to be in the 4-foot. Just kind of let that one die.
Just came down, eh?
She's had a couple. Whether it's the same rock or not, I'm not quite sure. I think it is. She had an intern 2 ends ago, very similar spot that was way light of what Lisa guessed at.
Yeah, my point though, Russ, is they're yelling top 12 and it stopped top 12. It just looks like they had to sweep.
Yeah.
They were waiting on line because Laurie thought it was full if the weight was there.
She's worried we have to freeze the back. What do you think?
I don't know. Like, this is just lined up for them. Yeah. Okay.
Je pense que tu veux garder elle pour le moment.
Guard the yellow?
Yeah, we have to.
You got it. Okay, nice extension, Em.
Team Manitoba managed to hit that yellow on the left-hand side. The red will clear that back yellow, so you got to be a little careful here.
Do you like the guard here, Russ, or would you be tempted to put one in the rings, maybe freeze the back?
Yes, yeah, that's a great call. Freeze the back. Yeah, I'm not loving the guard.
I think they did talk about it.
Halfway tight.
These guards are a little harder to make now that the rocks have been sanded.
Curl.
Curl?
Curl.
So, yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tight.
Whoa. Whoa.
Easy.
Look at that move at the end.
Good, Em. Good spot. Okay.
3-1, Yukon leading Northwest Territories, but there's Galusha's got something going on.
She sure does, and actually she has the last couple of ends, but Bailey Scoffins made some wonderful draws. In the last end, Bailey was facing 4, tried a hit and roll, and rolled the wrong way, opening up the path for Carey to get in for 5. Needs full 8 foot and a little bit.
Galusha in an 18th appearance, returning to skip after 3 seasons with Joanne Rizzo, the import, and handling the 4th stone. Yeah, very nice. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count them up. 5
Yeah. Oh, I didn't look
for
at it.
Galusha to take the lead.
5?
And that's the first 5 that they have scored in a Scottie since 22. It was Haley Burney that year, and it was also against Team Yukon.
Is that crazy? No, I like it. We haven't played this side as much, eh?
I don't think it'll be as quick as my guard's last end, right?
No. I think this will be a little
4 or
slower.
5 feet difference.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, this is the same path I threw my draw in, and this felt really quick, right?
Yeah, just normal, right?
They all had it figured out for the out turn, and skipper changed their mind, so a little quicker here than the out turn spot.
We gotta sit here.
T.
Always lead us. Curl on the yellow.
T-line.
Curl.
Waist close.
Waist coming down.
I know you're on the yellow. You gotta curl.
Top 4.
Hard, Lise.
Stop it.
Top 8.
Get the roll. Get the roll. Get the roll. Go, 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 go.
Okay. That's good.
They're not sliding this way.
No,
Yours
I'm
came
not
down.
sure if it's
They're like coming up.
shot
like,
stone belongs to Quebec. I think second shot is Einarson.
Yeah, I like that.
It's the first one we've seen not want to curl at the end there.
Yeah, true. Not like it was heavy.
Lock in here.
Easy. Clean. Easy.
Oh.
Easy. Curl.
Easy.
Curl.
Curl. Spear up.
Hard curl. Hard curl.
Hit it.
Hard
Gotta
curl.
go.
Hard curl.
Gotta go.
Okay.
Okay.
Same thing.
10-5.
Oh. Yeah.
She
You know
said
your speed.
What was
brutal.
Yeah.
What was brutal about it other than the miss?
Yeah.
That's it?
You got it.
I think so. You know, that same thing had no break point to it. Everything else has been coming up hogline, and you can see it on this overhead by at least an inch or two, and that had nothing to it, so it might have floated a little on release, but we're definitely not seeing the snap we were seeing earlier in the game.
Val being left-handed, that was her out turn, which there will be a break point a little later. Now Carey should know that, but that didn't do much. Same thing again. This is barely getting by.
No.
And slide it does to the back 12. Yeah, it is true. If we see it on when there is a lot of curl, 4.5, 5, 6 feet, you can see it come down, and there is this point, as you say, and it just
goes. Yeah.
It's
Have to lay. I think as long as we get third.
Do you prefer, Joe, when you were playing a more gradual break, or do you want that snapping kind of break?
Make sure we're shot.
That's a great question.
I know.
You know what? The big snap at the end makes it fun because a lot of finesse shots are available to both teams, and that's where really strong brushing can make a difference because you can either help it curl or you can make sure you keep that straight. But gradual curl also fine. Just it's really nice when you're able to play those chase shots any which way.
Trying to split here, the raise, whichever way you want to call it. They need to sit shot rock. This could be really beneficial if it's perfect. If you could ever roll a raised rock buried, opens up the back red. Now they're playing the come around, I think. No,
curl now. Right in between. Okay.
And we'll bump it back, and it is shot stone. But probably a good 3/4 showing.
Good throw, really. They wanted it to open it up. At least they put some pressure on Quebec here.
So straight.
That died too.
Good throw. Sorry. Just fully in between.
That's not bad there.
Yeah.
We're shot.
Okay.
Avec back
So you're
12.
in.
I know, mais je pense qu'ils sont capables de la tenir.
Okay. I like that.
Avec le bon weight.
You got it.
Like full speed this way though.
Jamie reminding Lori, though, this is your intern, and she says, I think we can hold it with the right weight.
Back to Laws and Inglis after we saw Danielle Inglis make a very nice draw. Quiet tap for 2. They're playing in the 5th, all tied at 2.
And lying 4 in the 4-foot, momentum really switched with that last. And for Caitlin, trying to get to the nose as much as she can of the top stone, will pop 2 out the side. One of them will likely stay, but at this point, conceding 1 would be really good.
Yeah, I think conceding 2 would be great.
Bang. And there's your deuce given up.
Wow. Something went wrong in that end early, Kathy.
Almost everything.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, they've been stolen to death. You know, let's go back. That's 9 stolen points they've given up, 2 there. 7, of course, came in that opening game to Quebec.
True. Boy, it's hard to believe.
Slow speed. Good. That's good.
Nice shot.
Try and chase it. I don't know if we can. Or do we just give that a go?
Yeah, we could give that a go.
The only thing, if I don't, she probably is going to hit and flop or guard.
Yeah, make her put it back. We'll have some options.
You like giving this a go?
I was seeing that.
Like we could put, oh, I'd hate to ever kill that one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can chase it with the end. Do you think I can? Like my intern? Like she cleared the guard by quite a bit. But
I think that you could nudge it open. Yeah, I think that's the best we'll do on this turn. Yeah. I think you got better luck on this side.
Let's play this.
Yeah. Are we playing
it
this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's 2 tough shots, a run back and the chase come around, intern come tap it back, I think Carrie Einarson's going to more times than not lean on the hit, and for good reason. She's so good at it, but I don't think you can tap. You certainly can't tap that out with the intern.
No, and Val said we could maybe play a heavy draw and move it into the open. That certainly might be there, but that rock is overburied, and they've had more than one rock run quite straight on this side, this end.
Very true. Get this hair on the inside. You'll guard your shot rock if you make contact here.
It's not been the strength for her today. Run it back, drives it by, and now throws another one up in that corner.
Thicker than that yellow rock she threw, guards the top yellow. Took off on her. It's like sheet C and D. There's more curl on the out-turn side coming down. The odd ends.
Yeah, tilted towards sheet A.
Yeah, because like as you say, the interns were doing nothing.
Okay. Quel bord est-ce qu'on y monte une shot pour beaucoup? Nulle part?
Yeah, just straight guard it.
Okay. I think so.
Do you like the guard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my other thought was here, or like to hit it, but
We like both.
Yeah, we hit it, we're just giving them two.
I think if she's feeling the guard, she just
I think
threw
so
that
too.
line.
I like the guard. You just
Okay.
threw this.
We can make it
Sorry, I don't understand, Russ, why they would come in. Why would you do
It's a
that?
head more than your last one.
Why wouldn't you play the guard? Why wouldn't that be automatic?
Yeah, right. I think they thought. I think they were the other one.
Triple there on the Reds, Russ?
I thought they were going to hit the yellow maybe.
Yeah, that's what
Einarson yellow and sit three. Roll over for a guard, but this makes some sense. Yeah, I don't know where they were going to draw to help themselves.
Okay, so that was 45, so you can throw 65.
Okay.
We want this
Ideally,
tight, eh?
it's tight, right?
Yeah, they've seen this line
You got it.
plenty.
Yeah.
Chase isn't easy on that intern side, so I think that's the call.
The only scary thing, I used to love the other teams throwing a guard on a single rock when there's this much curl because it's just a hair harder. And if you make a mistake, you score two here.
tight. Line's good, easy.
Just stay on it.
All there, tight. Hey, line's good, easy. Easy. No, spider.
That's okay. It's a long shot.
Close, curl.
Yep.
Oh, no. I don't think we need to curl.
It just goes there.
Oh, no.
Sit.
Sit down.
That's good. Good shot.
Well done, but that curls another
Good shot,
4 or 5
Lori.
inches. A pretty makeable shot for two. Good throw.
It's just a heads up sweeping two for Lisa the whole way down. Emily wanted to lift her broom up because
Sorry,
I
I
thought they were a little
jumped on it
heavy.
parce que ça, c'était un minimum release. Ouais.
Whole way down. Keep her broom down. Keep her broom down. Stay close.
I'm glad we took the extra ice. Yeah, same.
So through the two holes to the 4 foot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you got, huh? Wow.
Remember, there's been a couple of in-turn draws in a similar path that have ticked the corner guard, haven't curled.
And it's a draw against one at the moment, just sitting at the top 4.
If Laurie St. George truly has a soft release, then Einarson has to be very careful to get enough curl to get through the port here. You can get fooled by other people's deliveries.
Gave up a steal of one in the 4th and in danger of giving up another steal here. Carrie Einarson. Karwacki left. No. The finger wag there from Burgess.
Need a rub.
Okay.
Hard.
Coming through. That one they did. Nope, not they won't there. Now where they're going to go. And then
13.
too much weight and it'll slide on through. So a steal of one more here in 5, and we will go to the break.
Good job, guys.
Quebec and Laurie St. George lead it 5-3.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
Well, after wins against Newfoundland and Labrador and the Yukon, Carrie Einarson and team getting their first real test today as they play Laurie St. George in Quebec as we check the numbers after 5.
A few uncharacteristic misses in this game so far in the second, with Laurie flashing and handing an extra point over to Team Einarson. But Carrie not able to find the right draw weight in the 5th, so 2 straight steals for Quebec. And we mentioned the third matchup at the start of the game here, and Val has the edge on Jamie Sinclair, but not the edge on the scoreboard.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. Quebec with the lead midway through on this Family Day.
Been so close too many times, and you kind of start to think you're not going to get there, and so to do it with these girls, it just makes it so much more special. There's a lot of emotion here, and we're super excited and proud to be here.
Whether we were wearing the Canada jacket or not, I'm sure we had a bit of a target on our back.
Always exciting to have the maple leaf on your back, and you know, so proud to wear it, and hopefully we can bring our best again this week and see what we can do.
Well, we'll see if Nancy Martin's birthday gift will be a win over the defending champions. Happy birthday, Nancy Martin. That will be our feature game tonight. 3-1 Saskatchewan against the so far undefeated Rachel Homan and Team Canada, 7 Eastern time. All right, an update for you as we drop in on the game between the Yukon and Northwest Territories. Remember, Territories scored 5 in the 4th.
And it is Carrie Galusha that is shot stone. On her final, she blocked off the out-turn side. So for Bailey, she's playing the big weight in-turn, trying to, your favorite shot, Victor, trying to go around the horn and up into the 4-foot for the shot.
Oh, this is Hanny McMillan way back in the day, of course. Here we go. Got 1. Come across. There's 2. And okay, come on up, 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 up. Oh, and it just spun away.
So close.
For a steal of 1. It was heading in the right direction and then had second thoughts.
The other turn hit it a hair thicker, would have given her a little more action, but what a wonderful try.
So they go to the break there, and it's 7-3. Galusha leading. As we welcome you back on this family day in Ontario. Heritage Day in Nova Scotia, Island Day, Louis Riel Day in Manitoba. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. Quebec leads at 5-3 after steals of 4 and 5. Once again, Manitoba. Carrie Einarson with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
Pretty quick path with that in-turn draw through the port for Carrie Einarson, but that was extremely heavy. You have to fix that here.
Shot. 9-7. Sorry, Lori. Throw normal.
Yep, you got it.
Could be really aggressive and go around the corner guard. Carrie's a little worried about the 2 down the middle here.
Yeah, I think you might see this if this double's made and then the hit is made back. Then she'll probably use her corner.
Do you ever guard it?
Okay.
You played this, yeah.
Yeah, this
Seen
is
this
good
a couple
speed.
times.
I'll be nice and positive.
Something I assume Quebec did a lot in their game against Manitoba Laws, where they had all those steals. Up 2, they might be tempted to hit second shot, but that actually helps their opposition. So they're going to throw the guard instead. Not without risk. If they look at the line right, it could come back to bite them, but they're obviously quite good with this placement.
Yeah, it worked last time.
Halfway high. Yeah, off. Sit. Whoa.
No.
Close. Yep. A little bit. Whoa. Good.
Very nice. Those are much harder to make now that the rocks have been sanded. They've almost overcurled a few of them, but they've just hung on, got off the brushing just in time.
I was thinking less, but it will curl here.
Okay.
Now Val's going to give it a try now, see if they can get to the nose of the yellow and at least get the red behind the tee line. And 2 buried yellow if possible. Got to be extremely close though.
12.
Carly Burgess.
Little down. 13. Whoa, then. Whoa. Split them. Curl. Yep. Curl. Whoa.
Back 8.
Whoa. Curl. Watch this one. Roll here. Hard, Kristen. Yep. Great shot.
That's good.
Good. Nice throw.
I actually like that better. I was like,
Yeah.
It looks
It looks hard, but okay. Don't have a ton of air.
Okay. It'll finish at the end, though, right?
You got it, Jamie.
You got it.
becomes a hitting contest now. Quebec has to be a little careful not to roll away.
I'm curious to see how this run. This is the side of the sheet that got really straight last end for some of the higher weight shots.
Yep. Gotta go.
Jamie Sinclair.
Watch the yellow.
Oh.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? How does that turn around?
Yeah.
Double to sit 4. Maybe he was thinking exactly what you were thinking. It should be straight there, and she just protected.
I think maybe because the call was yes out of the hand.
Don't have to make the double here either, because if you make the double, you might set up a double or triple. So.
Speed's good. Yeah. Speed's good. Yes. Speed's good. Hard. You're really close. Hard.
Got it, and got it too. Now, what did you left?
Nice call, Carrie.
You got this. You got it, Jamie.
3/4.
Go, girl, you got it.
There is a triple here. Just an eyelash high side, almost where the broom is. Peel Wade. The middle yellow will jam, but it'll be spinning so hard it should go right out of the rings.
Close. Yes.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. What a nice recovery for Sinclair. She gets 3. Wonderful. She's just played so well.
Yes.
We saw her yesterday and again today.
Yeah, I wanted her first one back, and just a beautiful display of resiliency, throwing in a similar line to her first.
Yeah.
Makes no mistake there.
It would have been easy to be wide after her first try. Wonderful shot.
It's someone that knows how to trust their mechanics.
I liked it. I think it's heavy. Easy. Tighter line than mine. Stay down. Easy. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Make them even. Right here. Stay down. I think it's heavy. Off. Speed's good. Clean. I think it's there. Just here. I think it's there. I don't want to clean. Just back T. No, I'm back 8. Good. Good, Val. Okay. Okay.
Val and Carrie throw their draws differently. So Val slides with a slow body speed and extends, adds some weight with her release, whereas Carrie kind of comes out with the weight that she's throwing and just lets it go. And when I had my little stint with this team, I had a really hard time catching on to that. So the whole way, Carly thought, you can clean this, it's fine. But Kristen's been on this team all season, and she knows Val's will carry a little bit more, and it'll surprise you.
Assuming she's throwing PL.
All the little things, right?
Just played for a roll or something. Maybe leave that back on the back red. Like when we roll.
Yeah, but that's what the front end's talking about for Manitoba. If they hadn't have made the red double, there wouldn't have been a triple back. So don't whip this. I know it's a tough cross the sheet double, but if you throw the weight that it won't roll across the top, you might hit this and roll frozen or roll in front of it. And it's just about as good as a double. So maybe like a firm normal here.
Skip stones in 6. Coming across. Oh, and just sliding underneath.
Good try.
Let's make this one good.
4-2. Ontario leads it after that steal of 2 and 5. We're in the 6th now, and it appears that Manitoba is the shot rock.
They are, but it's a tricky port that Caitlin's going to have to navigate if she's going to score 2. She made that shot stone on her first, came around and welded to the stone belonging to Ontario. Danielle threw a guard to really make the hole small. She needs to get through the port and then have the right weight.
We're all there. Don't want to. Mine's perfect. Don't want to. Okay,
Peterman. Gordon on the brush. Through the hole they come.
Curl if you need the backing. Curl if you need the backing. Curl to get
Selena Negovin calling line. And very nice.
That is lovely.
Great response by Laws with a pair here in 6 to even it up.
Easy, Card. Even on this line. It's got to curl. Back 4. We got to go back 4. Okay, we're there. Our T line's just.
It's either higher or deeper, isn't it?
Up there's fine. It's curling now.
Okay, done. Sorry, Val. I thought we were making it just good around.
Oh, yeah, it took curl at the end. I wasn't expecting it.
The double's still there if you're got the stomach for it.
Yeah, I do too, Russ. I think they were just trying to play a straight come around, but didn't have the line.
Yeah.
Climbing the hill the whole way.
Like
True.
firm? Ice? Normal?
Firm to peel to me.
I think she needs that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he just knows that. And
Yep.
What weight are you throwing?
Peel.
Okay, good.
I like that.
You got it, Lori.
2 up. They've decided not to take the
Yeah,
chance
just
at
easy peel.
wrecking
You
on the
got it
red
from
guard.
down.
Yep.
We want her to stay.
I think
Peel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Okay,
Clean. Clean. Just clean.
From that angle, it looks as if you may have
Good.
a chance at the double. Would you ever have taken it on, or is you don't see enough?
I thought that she would, but they haven't thrown a lot of peels from the inside out, and if it ever happens to curl and hit the guard, that's a disaster.
Yes,
So
yeah.
they're happy to concede the 2 here.
Okay.
Had a carry. They're good.
I lost a Briar final in the exact same situation, so I'm still bitter about it. So yeah, 2 up, hey, it's just not worth it. Great to rebound from Carrie Einarson on her first one to get the speed right. This should really give her some confidence.
Don't touch it.
A lot more.
Don't touch it.
Still running.
Back 4. Back 8 maybe.
Trying to now.
I think we're okay.
We're okay.
No. No.
Not on this.
Yeah, we're fine.
14-7 should be fine.
Yeah.
Clean if you can.
It finally settles back edge of the 4. Einarson gets a couple, and here we are, all locked up at 5. Alberta, the Canadian champions. A Scotties championship for Manitoba. Rachel Holman is going to win a 4th Canadian championship. Yeah, 4 in a row. And last year it ended for her. Now this year, of course, you wonder. As I said to you earlier, she appears to me to be playing a more relaxed game at the moment. I think that pressure of 4 in a row eventually does get to you. Can you make it 5? And we'll see. But there's certainly the domination by the 3 provinces. And, so far, Alberta, Manitoba, and Ontario. Will this be a year that somebody else breaks through? Who knows? Tied at 5 as we welcome you back to Thunder Bay, Fort William Gardens. They're expecting some 3,000 visitors to the city for this year's Scotties, and it's going to be worth maybe $7 million to the community at this time of the year. It is Quebec and Laurie St. George with Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones in the 7th.
Your heads up, sweep.
That works. Good weight calling.
5th, then, we were going this direction. The intern side got very straight. So we have to assume we got some more curl on this out-turn side. Both teams opting to play the come around this way.
This is gone already.
Just tight. 2.5. Okay, whoa. No curl. Easy, whoa.
Don't curl.
You want a guard? Make it a guard? A good guard?
It's a guard.
It is a guard, yes.
Can confirm.
I just meant I didn't want it like out in the boonies.
Yeah.
To Vic's point there, I don't know that you would have heard that kind of response from this team a few years ago. There'd be broom slamming and quietness on the ice. There is a lightness to them of
It's wonderful.
playing loose a little bit more. Not that they're not intense in trying to win, but those mistakes don't seem to make them as angry as they used to.
That could pay dividends in a long week.
And do you think that that's part, Joe, just because of they've had so many things thrown at them in the last year, from Brienne to Shannon going down, and as Carrie said earlier, they have 50% of the team that they thought they would be playing within this, and so you just start to be like, okay, whatever happens.
Absolutely, and I think beyond that, what I was impressed with when I played with this team was Carrie Einarson's leadership. She was really good at giving the team firm direction, especially after a loss or maybe an end that didn't go the right way. She was very clear and really good at just getting us to kind of band with her, and I think this was a team of skips to start. It was all those years ago, and 4 skips all know how to lead, and she kind of has had to step up that role a little bit more, because before her 3 players all had all of those qualities, but now there's some front enders in the mix that need to follow their leader.
Perfect angle freeze, a good rebound for Carly.
Emily Riley.
Catch it.
Good job.
Good shot, Em.
Shoot.
Bounce the line here.
Yeah, I agree.
Didn't get it out, but now it's looks less and less like a steal opportunity, which it was coming. It was going to be that way. Now if Val can sit to 3, it'll be a tricky little blank. Quebec would love at this point to blank this thing.
Easy. 10. Lean. 10. Curl.
Gotta get all the way across center.
Weight may be up a little bit as
Curl. Block in front.
Kristen Karwacki points to the heavens.
10.
Nice sweep. Made that move.
This is an interesting situation because they're so locked on. If you hit this dead on with soft weight, you're frozen. I kind of like the call because the double's tricky and you're rolling out for sure. This late in the end.
Even if you're not perfectly on the nose, if there's a bit of an angle, it's tricky for Einarson to remove and not lose their shooter.
Stick on top a part of it at least.
Whoa. 10. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Oh, really good.
9-4. Oh, wow.
Okay. Get it, Val. It's nice speed.
You know it.
When they're frozen like that, let's pretend this guard isn't made properly. Then Quebec can come down, hit it almost wherever they want with a soft weight, and sit 2 separated.
Nice, good. Halfway. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Val Sweeting.
Easy line.
Einarson really doesn't want to give up a blank here, so they're willing to take the risk of potentially having Quebec sit 2. They got to get this guard on.
Should get there.
Whoa.
Good shot. Nice. Very nice. Good. Great pairs, Val.
Whoa. Just hair high.
Whoa.
It's coming pretty hard.
Whoa.
Come on.
And we'll roll it by. So stayed off that center line for the longest time.
Good try. It's close.
Now this is a 6-1, half a dozen, another 2. I think with a guard here, Quebec's just going to wrap around this guard.
Yeah. We're never getting to that, so I didn't mind. Yeah. Trying.
J'ai dit peut-être que c'est la meilleure option pour, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Good here.
You could sit 2 here instead because you just know Laurie's going to go around this rock.
Oh, that's it. Tight.
It is Nova Scotia lying the 3. Brooke faced the same situation on her first. Tried to hit and roll underneath one of the stones, but it did not roll. And that allowed Christina to hit and stick. Needs to get to the nose.
Don't want you to think I was ignoring you.
Well, didn't want to step on you. I know how you feel about that.
Can't hold the shooter. That's a mistake and a big one. Steal 2, Nova Scotia.
I guess I put it in the perfect spot.
Okay. You're probably still losing your shooter. Do you think?
I know.
Kind of
I have no idea. Il faut qu'on perde ça, right?
Yeah.
I think Carey was looking for the draw there. And
Yeah,
heavy
way
again. They tried to play the come around.
Yep.
It's pretty straight on this side. It'll move a
Est-ce
bit.
que noser ça, c'est terrible?
I like the nose. You nose that right hand one and keep the reds as tight together as you can.
Parce que si
Then you have a.
elle come around, si je nose, ben peut-être qu'elle va essayer de faire
I think
ça.
this definitely gives us a better outcome.
OK.
Well, that might give us a shot at 2.
Peut-être que ça nous donne une shot de
Yeah.
pour 2.
Right? Yep. Okay.
I think so, hein?
Yep.
Parce
You like normal then?
ça, c'est un force.
If you hit it dead on,
They come around, we have
the yellow's obviously gone. Whoops, sorry. The yellow's gone with the red in there.
Yeah.
What does Manitoba do? There's no double.
Looking like a deuce here.
The right-hand one jams. They almost have to draw around. If they draw around, there's a red, yellow already queued up. So they'd have to draw open
I
side.
think it's our best chance to get
If
it.
they ever miss it, you give up 3.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, it's always a force.
Yep.
Yeah.
Force is okay, but yeah, I think this is your best shot here, Lori. Nose? How hard are you throwing this?
Dead
Normal?
on.
Okay.
Try. Obviously, if you roll a little high side, there'll be a double opportunity if they want. But hit this dead on, and Carey Einarson's got to make a good one.
Laurie St. George and her first.
Here, Dad. Yep.
As we play here in 7 of a 5-5 tie. Lisa Weigel. Riley joins her now. Want to sit. Oh, she touched her own first. And then backs it out and doesn't get rid of the stone. So it's still 3. Einarson stones in the rings, and the shot rock half covered does belong to Einarson. Over to a 4-4 tie. Manitoba and Ontario.
Caitlin was facing 2 on her final, tried to play the double, got 1, and that other yellow stone at the 12-foot was going, but it stopped. And so that means that this is an open hit for 2 for Danielle and Team Ontario.
Whoa, off, please. Okay, clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean. Heavy clean. Clean. Right to it. Really nice throw.
For 2. As we say, it's a big game for both teams. Make no mistake with such a short round robin, but more so for Laws, who comes in at 1 and 2.
3.
That was great. Yeah. Stay down.
Really tight. Really tight. To your broom.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
To your broom.
Oh, has to sit. Little deeper.
Don't line it up here if it's deep.
A little. Curl.
No.
Curl.
Go. I think it's okay. It's good.
Maybe not. Just kidding.
What was that?
15-4.
Yeah.
We just had to be on it.
Yeah, we got to manage those better.
Yeah. Sorry, good speed.
Like we wanted to guard this side, right?
Oh. Like just hack.
Slight
Yeah.
over curl here. Chase might be there, especially with
Do you
Lori's
remember when
intern.
we-
Yeah.
Have no
Yeah, they
problems
ran
with
forever,
curling.
How true.
2 ends ago, these were really running. How's that look? Okay.
Good awareness, too, because that's very true. There was a couple missed wide by a lot. Wrecked on the corner guard one time.
Do you like just hack?
Yeah, I like
I
this,
think any
Lori.
extra weight
I think we can
isn't
make it
going to
curl
do
again.
much.
I think so too.
Okay.
Is that enough weight to move it back far enough to get 2?
Yeah, you have to throw hack to push it out of
I think with
the
this
8
set,
foot.
it's perfect.
Hack weight.
Yeah, you got it.
You can't see much of this at all.
No. This
Any
was,
chance of crashing and getting caught on that stone at the back 12?
if you jam it on the back 12, the front one's still closer.
Okay.
But it's saving this shooter is the hard part.
So final stone. Right now it's a stolen point for Einarson.
Weight's good.
Is there a quiet tap here for 2 for Quebec. Ellie Riley trying to hold up the curl. Now, Wiegel. Straighten it up again, hold it up again. You got by 1, you got by 2, you got this one, move it back. That's the way you do it for 2.
I never wanted to get off of that. Sakes. Hey guys, let's get 2 back. Yeah, straight in. Let's
St. George leads it. Lisa Wiegel in her first season throwing lead stones for Laurie St. George. And it is Quebec that is up now 7-5. Welcome back. We go to the 8th on this Monday afternoon, a holiday for many across the country. Here at the Scotties in Thunder Bay. Einarson. Carey will have last rock playing the Yellowstones. It's interesting in talking with Lisa before, one of the reasons she accepted to play was she didn't want to go and travel afar. She didn't want to be an import. So 2 of the players, Sinclair and she, live in the Ottawa area. The others are up near Laval and Quebec City. So they meet in Cornwall, and that's where they practice. And she thought that was, doable in terms. But I thought she had an interesting point. She thinks that more and more teams will go back, rather than bringing in imports, will go back to a dedicated hometown kind of team. And she just thinks it works better for practice, for consistency, for bonding, that kind of thing. You see that happening yourself?
Oh, yeah. It's not an advantage to have your team spread out across the country.
Although Holman is a great example, right, of being able to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I would say they're probably an exception to the rule, though. It can only help your team to throw rocks together to be able to match up your throws and have everyone throwing consistently. Yeah. That's where the international teams who all live and train out of the same center have a big advantage.
No question.
Takes a lot of video review, a lot of communication off the ice of how things are looking, and then you show up at an event or at a training weekend, and it's hard to make fine-tuning adjustments on the fly when it comes to curling.
The hard part in a lot of the provinces is finding 4 great players that are close together. That's why there's so many imports flying around.
Okay, speed's nice here.
You threw that 13.
Good spot there.
Just back 4 or T-line. Just bump it. Okay.
Yeah, it's also finding those 4 players that are committed to this kind of program, right? That elite program. And taking that amount of time off.
Weight's close. T.
Yeah, we're just not at the point with curling where people are relocating for the curling season. Curlers have lives outside of it, so you're trying to find the best 4 for talent, but also for team dynamics. I had a small commute from Edmonton to Ottawa for a number of years.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And it wasn't easy.
No.
Could have knifed it, but I thought it.
Nice little unlock by Carly. Just rolled off a little bit more than they wanted to.
Just a tad.
Should feel good here. Yeah.
Just where you might see Quebec stay very aggressive. 2 up, you'd think no, but you're never going to peel all the guards, and you know what Einarson's up to. Einarson's going extremely on the offense, trying to get that 2 at least in an even end here.
Sinclair. And we'll chip it by, and shot rock remains Einarson.
Straight back, try to get 2 if they can. The only danger with peel weight here is don't roll out. You'd see the corner guard come off.
That's good.
And they'll get rid of 1.
Kept the guard too.
Do we ever like guard?
I suppose the 2 is pretty tough right now.
Yeah? You like this?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, you got it. Halfway. Minimum. 2. Yep, yep. 2. Yep. Line's good. Just 2. Stay close for curl. What? Curl. Here. Whoa.
Quebec's made an impressive amount of perfect guards on this with this extra swing this afternoon.
Something there. Just corner it. Top 8.
Okay,
Get
same
a
as
bell.
it's been.
Yeah, speed's nice.
And that one a little bit of an overcurl and probably higher than they wanted it to be. Fell can lock this on the side.
Line's good.
Like Carly's, it's tough because you're a little on the side, you bounce it all, you set up a yellow double.
Clean, it's heavy. Weight's close. Weight's close. Weight off.
8 then. Might start to see some slowdown with brooms off.
Top 4.
Ball sweeting.
Yep, yep, line. Weight's good. Little bell. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice shot. Good.
Look at the angle. Just fantastic.
Good sweep. That took forever to curl.
Boy.
Back 4.
You want to talk about
I
it?
don't like this.
This is an important end. I think we should talk about this.
It's a bit of a mutiny, 3 of them coming back down to the skip here.
Yeah.
Where do I want to go with that? Like just tap it on the nose with back 4, tap this here. Stay on top of it.
Okay.
Do you like that? What's the other option that you see?
Guard.
Guard?
Yeah. She's got the slash after.
She's kind of got...
But she's got to make it. Like, it's not the easiest angle because that kind of wants to go, right?
Oh, but she has this.
She's got this one's easier. Yeah.
It's just if she plays that, then she stuff it. We're in deep.
Yeah, I don't mind playing into the rings.
I think we play that for now.
If ever
Back 4?
like, even a bit light, it's not the end of the world.
2 different raises for Manitoba at some point in time, and Carrie Einarson makes a boatload of those. So.
Yeah, that angle is just too good on Val's
so.
first. And
Yeah.
I think it was good that they went down to talk about it, though, because Jamie didn't like it. Former skip, now she gets to see exactly what she needs to do.
We started the day with you, Russ, talking about the battle of the thirds, and right now it's advantage Sweeting by 9 points. But on the board, it is Quebec up by 2.
Back 4, back 8.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just back 4.
Easy. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Back 4, T.
Please.
Just T.
Whoa, straight.
Straight.
Back 4. Whoa, please. Curl.
Back 4, back 8.
It's coming down.
Nice shot.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah, that does the job, doesn't it? The left-hand raise is now not there. The right-hand raise is now not there at the moment.
It's a great shot.
Yeah.
Do we ever just tap, tap?
Okay.
Can we chisel this guy?
That's the best shot, but it's incredibly hard. Only see a good inch of it.
I don't think that's there.
What do you like?
You just chip it sideways a little bit.
I think so. What do you like?
Rearrange the angles is probably your best bet.
Yeah, if you could tap this to the top button and roll a little left, you cue up the yellow, the shooter and the one that's already there.
Just that yellow's going to kick potentially into the open
A
here.
wee bit, maybe, yeah. Don't have to move it too far. At Red Rock's the problem one that was just thrown. They've got to get it kicked off to the left.
Back 8.
Whoa!
Val Sweet.
Back, curl, curl. Scotty. Curl, cart. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's close. Whoa. Good shot. Good.
Very, very nice. Sitting 2 also. And the shooter guards it well enough. Some nice curling going on here. That extra curl, I think, is giving all the teams some belief that they can make some stuff.
Do you think if I blast this on the nose, this is going like into it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could. Yep.
We don't have a ton of time, Jamie. Just
I know.
Yeah.
I don't see much else, honestly.
Okay.
Remember, the teams had the 38 minutes of thinking time, and they do have one 60-second timeout.
If we don't throw, they can't get more than 2, I think. I think if we block
Yeah, it
things
sucks
up.
to give up 2, though.
I know, but
Yeah, I get it.
it's like you open it up, you might be giving more.
I think it's close to like getting down.
I think this works. If you throw it hard, that red that's tickling the top 8 center line has no choice but to come in and touch that yellow that's top button. And then it's sitting there. If it kicked it far enough, I don't know how you score 2. Need a bit of speed because the reds are pretty close together.
Here we go in the 8th. Skip Stones, Laurie St. George.
Curl. Hard. Curl. Hard. Okay, good shot.
And Redstone remains top 12, and it's in that
Yeah, that's a good shot.
that hole now, blocking it off.
Really good shot.
And St. George with the advantage.
Guard for now.
And it's the hits, isn't it? Look at that. Einarson just at 55%. That's been her difficulty. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
If I jam it here, sit in front.
Yeah, as long as the 5 doesn't go very far, that's pretty good.
The only thing is if I ever.
Well, yeah, it jams here though. And we sit there and probably just leave her a double back.
Like we could get maybe a little low to make it. Does that? But if I ever over curl it, take this, then it's a tough score.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping I have that tap on that one.
Yep, I think it's a guard. Take our 1.
Yeah.
Just probably a high guard because it's coming back, right?
Yeah. Okay, just the guard here. Just the guard.
The problem is this rock right here, because anything, let's say Carrie comes in and hammers that, you can get rid of that one, you can get rid of that one, but that just automatically redirects here and kills this one. Then there's only 1 yellow in there and possibly a red. It's just too dangerous. And if you ever high side it, you could probably take out both your own if you tried hard enough. So I think they're going to guard it and hope to score 1.
Finally, thank you. English against loss, Kathy.
Well, Caitlin is lying 1 already. Danielle hit the guard and trying to get through the hole on both of her shots. The second more significant because there really wasn't much of a port for Caitlin, but in banging the guard, it has opened up a path for Caitlin to get through, and for the second point needs full 8.
Yeah, her stone right now is Shot Rock top 8.
Line's good. Can't hurt it. Line's good. Easy. 15-3. Can't hurt it. You can't hurt it. Good. Good job, guys.
No, very nice. There they are, the 2 to tie. So to the 9th they'll go. It tied at 6.
Over curl by Carrie Einarson here.
I think the first
So we're
one
guarding
got
what? Just that corner guard. Straight guarded.
You don't think she has nose? No, it's going into it.
Yeah, straight guard corner.
We're guarding this.
Yep.
Yeah, the only shot I see Joanne, is that yellow raise onto the back yellow. So they're going to take that away by guarding it.
I think it's close.
I thought they might play an aggressive in-turn tap, the red onto the red.
Yeah, I kind of did too,
Yeah.
but I mean, they are up to a force here is really good for Team Quebec.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to open it
Yeah,
up.
we're just guarding the corner.
Okay.
I think it's risky
So you're
for her.
probably running like her with like
70 to
weight.
75.
Yeah, I don't think it can hurt us. No, I don't think so either. Because you.
Soft. I have to be
Hard
soft.
early. It's good. 2. Maybe minimum.
Yeah,
One.
Let's make sure we're over.
Let it dive. Let it dive. Just
Over and off,
you guys.
Over and off.
Just one. Over and off, please. Sit. Good.
Not so sure. I think out-turn tap still there.
Yeah. What kind of weight are you thinking? Like a bumper? We
I was
probably have to
thinking-
take the out.
I was thinking just throw her hard.
I don't know what kind of.
Yeah.
Like just take the guesswork out of it. Like you're nutting it here.
Yeah, I just got to be careful, yeah. Okay. There with firm?
Yeah. They're a shade less.
I don't think there's any risk to shot rock
It doesn't look
leaving town if you
yeah.
hit this wrong. So,
Yeah.
like Val said, take the guesswork
You
out of
guys
it.
like firm
Throw
and
it a
just
little
nut
harder.
it on ours?
Yeah, if you see, like I was thinking hit weight. Whatever
Yeah.
you see, you know better, Jer.
I think firm.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. You got it. Yeah, Carrie, let's make this.
They're throwing it really hard, though. It might come off the back one and move the shot rock too far.
Final stone. It is Einarson sitting the one right now, top of the lid. Burgess. Here we go. Oh, no, she'll crash in front and not get to the rings. And so it is 1. Einarson has to settle for the single. Monday afternoon here in Thunder Bay in our continuing coverage of the Scotties, the Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, dating back to 1961. Manitoban Carrie Einarson, number 2 ranked in our country, had to settle for just a single. And so they're down by 1, and the last rock belongs to Quebec and Laurie Saint-Georges as we go to the 9th.
Yeah, Jeannie! Yes, Jeannie! Weight's good. Top 8. Gotta go. Gotta fight the 4. Hard. Go, 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 go. Hard. Gotta fight the 4. Hard. Go. Okay, that's good.
Two very long center guards thrown up by Einarson.
The longest one could have been ticked. It's not on the center line. You rarely see it anymore.
Top 4. Easy.
Back when Elisa Weagles is a little bit open, gives Carly some space to lock one on here.
No.
I think we're to it. 4-6.
Yes. Well, curl.
To it.
Curl. Great shot.
Nice.
Good. Good judge.
You got it.
Perfect. They're not going to worry about the long one because it overcurled.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
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 Okay.
Emily Riley, and she'll get the closer one. We've talked about this before, but this is a lady who has won 3 Canadian junior championships. One down when she lived in, well, 2 of them down in Nova Scotia, Mary Fay, Caitlin Jones, and then with Mackenzie Zacharias. The one
No, mine's good.
Carly has done nothing but win.
Yeah, how true.
was just so impressed by her. I mean, Scotties finalist 2 years in a row. I thought the first time that she would be nervous and showed no signs of cracking under the pressure. Just a really good shooter.
Great brusher, too.
Yeah, and the team talks about her energy a lot. She's a very positive person, easy one to have around, and can fit it on any lineup.
She's a really high-level athlete, was a really big soccer player as well. So she comes from a competitive family. Her dad is a world curling champion. It runs in the family. There's lots of great genetics, and I think that that love of the sport really shines through.
Heavy.
Mine's good.
2.5.
Little bit.
Think you're there.
2.5.
And she lives in my house.
Yeah,
that's the downside.
She must get to skip the dishes a lot, probably. The food just being served there.
Tight. Top 12.
Yep.
Oh no. Stop. Oh shit.
Okay.
Yep.
Forward.
That's a big mistake.
Okay, why that? So tell me why.
They wanted to be a guard there to try to continue to force the issue, maybe get a steal opportunity, but by sliding into the rings there, I think both of those yellows go, Russ. Hit it hard.
Yeah.
We've seen some struggles from Team Einarson on placing the guard, both on line and on depth. That's Carrie slid in in the 7th end in this spot. Just maybe, I don't know, a lack of focus a little bit. Because the guard, you just think halfway. And
Overcurled last end, too. Yeah. You know, whereas Quebec's making all those guards. Not sure you can get enough of the top one to get both yellow.
Fire down. Fire down.
Pretty good, though.
Good shot. Yeah.
It's so tough when you're one down without.
8-4, Nova Scotia leads it over Newfoundland and Labrador. And again, it's Nova Scotian Christina Black, number 4 in our country out of Halifax with last rock.
And shades of just brilliance with this Christina Black. She made a wonderful double and roll behind on her first. And so Brooke Goslin went around with the out turn. That is the second shot stone. So this is about navigating the skinny little port, trying to get to the Newfoundland Labrador stone, tap it back for 3.
As a team, 88% in the game by that one. And got that one. Sit down, move it far enough. They do. And that will be for 3 more.
Great touch.
And that will be handshakes as well, as they will pick up the win to go to 4-1. 11-4 is your final.
Kathy, there just seems to be a lot more really quality shots being made now that there's some curl.
You're absolutely right. I'm seeing it across the sheets. Things that we haven't been able to see, we're now seeing. And so the rock in the hands of the better throwers is going to start to make a huge difference.
I just don't think I'm killing it. Like, I don't think this is killing it.
Well, we can throw like normal.
Yeah,
We just might leave
I
her
just
a whack
worried, yeah.
double.
That's the only thing.
I think we got to do something to force. Like,
Okay. Do you ever just go like really tight? Right there? Or like even here?
that or like we make the, like get one in here.
And make her make that?
Just to bring them like closer, and then we might have a force on the next one. Like if we go there, she's wrapping, and then you got to make a run double.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if we go somewhere in here, then like we might have something.
Yeah, I think if we go like there, at least line in, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Guard.
I think you have to guard it.
Want to call time?
Laurie hits that frozen situation, the red-yellow, Joanne. I'm sure she's capable of throwing hard enough to kill that yellow.
Hit that and try Lee.
But she comes around, but you could follow.
What's that? My first thought was a guard. She probably is coming around.
Yeah,
And you could follow.
she hasn't thrown a draw yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I'd have to hope. But if she's ever here, then it's not looking great.
Yeah, I think we got to play in the house here.
Okay.
Like, or we put like top 12.
And might have
Do you want
both
to call time?
sides.
Maybe have both sides. Do you want to call time?
Timeout, or we got to call something?
Yeah,
here?
it's called time. I think
Time.
it's important here.
Do you ever hit the top red and have your yellow shot and roll in behind the
Yes.
high
Yeah.
center line?
Yeah. Yeah. Have 2 yellow in there. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. With
So
softer
whoever
weight.
comes here,
Yes.
and we throw that guard then.
But if she's short on this side, then it's kind of hard to, like we're giving them.
And
two
we'll see Reed and his team at the Montana's Briar in
Tougher to make this draw.
Kelowna.
Guard.
Okay, what was your guys' first thought?
We didn't really have a first thought.
Okay, I saw a couple options. I was thinking out, play it tight to that guard and just like go just out. Out turn kind of like semi-guard as an option.
Like here?
Yeah. Like, no, a little bit over, like almost touching
there.
center, something like that as an option.
Yeah.
They,
Hope she misses
And then
this.
hope-
Yeah.
well, or make it and then you run it.
Then you run, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I like
If we draw first, I don't really see it as great options because then she plays off of hers.
Yeah.
Probably not ideal for you. I was thinking
think
you go
this is
there.
probably our
Yeah,
Well,
I
they-
like that.
best bet to
Yeah.
like
Then
maybe
they rip
try
it. Then they rip. And then what are you thinking if they rip?
And, if they rip,
Yeah. So we go there, they rip.
I think we got to play like a normal weight hit and roll and hope
Yeah.
she doesn't have a shot for 3.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's it like, or even if I'm like even with here, it's pretty tough for her to rip it.
Yep.
So I think if we're even with this one,
Yeah.
I think you want to leave it all nose, like so
Yeah.
you have all of it though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think we want to tuck any.
You guys like that shot?
I like it.
I think so.
Okay.
I like it. Moi, je pense qu'il faut qu'on joue. On n'a pas le choix de jouer. Right?
No, I think we do this.
Yeah, I think they're drawing if they throw the guard is the issue. And Reed said, well, you can always play the run back and stick it, but that guard is so high. And
I might have to
Lori was able to make a chase on a rock that was much better guarded, that had a much tighter guard in the 7th end there.
Yeah, and you just can't leave a peel weight situation on that red freeze because you can throw it hard enough to get that yellow out of there, sit 3 with one long guard, you're in big trouble. I like this, and he's got a good point. If it's a nice tight guard and they decide to go around us at 2, there's a short race.
Always liked, I think you'll back me up on this, always liked his approach as a coach. He comes out with 1, 2, 3 options for you, right? He really does. He's exactly what you think of as a coach.
Yes.
Okay, that's not
Boy,
bad.
I don't know. Might take a crack at a bullet through the hole there,
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
Peel.
or draw for 2.
C'est qu'elle a draw après, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless we peel, then she might hit. C'est parce que si je fais le trou, puis que je fais ça, she draws, puis là c'est staggered. I know,
right?
yeah.
You draw
could
and
draw.
get there first.
She's gonna play that for sure, but
Yes,
you gotta
that's,
be like
that's a
here.
good option too, Beck.
I think
I don't mind a bullet through the hole either because
Well, whatever, I just mean
yes,
ouais, je pense que tu veux l'overcurler le plus possible.
Manitoba's going to play
right?
the come around, but it's only for 1. They steal 1, you're tied with hammer.
Pour 3. Je pense que c'est ça la shot. Okay, top 4.
It's a good call too. Like it's
How's that look? Yep.
you know, the downside here is you go back button or something, but you're tied with hammer coming home.
What are you thinking, Joe? What would you play? Draw or go through the hole?
No, I think for me the play is the draw. I sit 2. That puts a lot of pressure on Carrie Einarson. Even if she makes the short run back, which it's a little buried now behind that high guard, the guard is so high. I think Lori can chase it.
Yep.
Depending on where she puts this draw, she might have a shot for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
1 here is great for Quebec.
You like that? Yeah. Straight peel the top one? Yeah. Jamie, just peel that top 12 one.
I like this, Lori. Okay, take your time. You got it.
Decided to peel instead.
That surprise you?
Nope. No, that's a good call too because I assume the way Reed talked it out was it forces Manitoba to hit that red-yellow combo, and then something will be open.
Good. I like that. I don't know. We'll see.
And roll. That'll squeeze the 1 for sure.
like Do we want to just go bang, bang, just line them up, and then at least it goes that way?
Yeah, we could do that.
I think so. With like a normal?
I don't, yeah, 10-5 should
Yeah,
kill
we
it
just
if
gotta
we're
make
nosing
sure
it.
we're killing that guy,
Yeah,
right?
pretty gradual this way, hey?
Yeah, we might get a little bite off the line. So do you like a 10? And like just get to nose?
Okay.
Okay.
Again, there's going to be a wee bit of
Okay, maybe
drag
a hair
here.
last might come
So
off
if
that line, but
for every reason they're a little heavy and they high side this, it might drag the yellow far enough that it gets out of the 8-foot.
Going on the other shot.
I think what they're hoping to do is leave that frozen one into basically where it is. Could leave a yellow double here.
10. Clean. Clean. No. Heavy. Oh. Curl. 9-5. Curl.
Big scrub by Burgess. And they'll unlock things and then leave their shooter on the corner.
So by doing what they did, Quebec did, Vicky asked me about, is that okay to play the peel? It worked out beautifully because it forced Einarson to a hard shot and she didn't quite make it.
I found this a bunch. Two's great here. Look at this angle. I knows that it's gone. I think 2 puts us in a great spot. I think I want to think about this. I know. Timeout.
So timeout called. Both have used it, and we'll see Francois Robert.
Because you could come off the back of this.
It is there.
If ever you don't touch that yellow and it's a steal, you draw for 2. We're up 3.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I just want to talk about this because
Okay.
it seems.
Oui, mais je pense qu'elle va se faire frapper. Elle va vouloir descendre, elle va spinner, Laurie. Et d'après moi, tu vas
I
pogner le
know. I
côté.
just feel it's really close.
Forfeit
D'après moi,
to go up 3.
Okay.
Je dis, d'après moi, tu pognes le côté, puis ça va spinner, celle-là.
You like this?
Non, I like,
I like the draw too. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Make it.
I think it's still a good call, though, for Lori to take the time to think about it because she really wanted to play it. And their time clock is in the 3-minute range now, so didn't want to kill a ton of their time. And now she can commit to the draw because, as the whole team said, taking 2 here to go up 3 in the 10th, that's almost a game winner.
Yep, for sure.
Here for speed, 45 to 50. It's sliding nice in the 8-foot there.
This I've thrown this side for most of the game, just a little wider than this, right? I think the speed's nice here, Lori.
You got it, Lori.
4 foot.
Got a little piece of the 4.
A little bit light on these last night when the ice was slowing down.
Already has one in her pocket.
Weight's close.
Weight's good.
Yeah, blind.
Need the 4-foot.
No, I don't think so.
is right.
You gotta go in.
Riley is left. Yo!
More.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep it going. Here comes another one now. Oh dear, and they will get just the single to lead by 2. And a puzzled look. What happened there for Lori St. George? So what will it mean, that missed extra point, instead of up by 3, up by 2 for Quebec? As we welcome you back, we go to the 10th, and it is Carrie Einarson and her team from Gimli, the Gimli Curling Club, that has Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. Kristen Karwacki.
Line's good.
Val's rock right now.
Line's great.
Weight's good. Yeah, stay down, stay down.
Just here. Line's
Over there.
perfect.
Yep, just clean, just clean. Weight's good.
Line's great.
Weight's good.
Good.
Good. Good.
Nice. Still feels okay there? Yeah, line a bit. Line's good. Yeah, line a bit. Tight.
Thought we might see the choke on the corner guard here, just because the first lead rock of Lisa's is back 8 foot.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, you
And
over
only real mistake for Lisa, 92% before she threw that rock.
Stay close, Jamie.
Yeah, that's not helping Quebec. That'll only helping Manitoba now.
It's over curling, jeez.
Okay.
That was too tight.
Hey, you got it.
Hit and roll might catch the rock top 4 foot. Keep your shooter around. Lots of guards for Einarson to work with.
Let's keep that shooter around for sure.
Lean. Whoa. 10. Reach close. Straight. A little big. Straight. Hard. 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 Roll it a little.
Good. Good shot.
Lost that. You could have got on that a hair sooner, but it's a usable stone.
Well, they actually did an early carve on that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes late game in the slide path, the carve is even more effective. That's also the side that's been curling more all game.
I think that weight's good.
Yep, early.
Had a good release on that.
3. Hard early. Hard leads. Hard leads. 3.
Really
tight.
It's just a 3.
Losing line here now.
Can we be in?
No. Yep, I think so.
Okay, wait. Easy.
We're at piece of the 8.
Plan B here.
Sit there.
And just touches the 8. Kathy, our second final, Yukon Northwest Territories.
And for Carrie Galusha, she was never a team that you could underestimate and has made so many great draws today. This is a team that's going to cause a lot of people grief this week, no question.
14-8 is your final. 14 points, the most ever scored by a Territories team.
Caught on the straight side, dang in.
Do you like this turn?
That's a shame. They have lots of space to
Yeah,
work through on the right-hand
rolled-
side of the sheet.
rolled for weeks.
I think I see this.
How hard, sorry?
What kind of weight?
Forward.
Same thing here. This is one of those spots where any outward motion, you could jam this on the back red in a heartbeat.
Just saying the broom was on the inside of the, or was touching the inside of the rock with board weight. That's as straight as we saw yesterday. So there was some bite to start the game, but it's definitely straightened up again.
Solid. Yep. Weight's good. Weight's good. Whoa. Whoa. No. Yep. Yeah. No. Curl.
The back one. Just so predictable there. It's just so straight. They're not making that adjustment.
10-3.
Had to go curl the week.
Yep. I like that.
Ever play the raised double?
You got it, pal.
Guess you don't need to
here.
yet. You still got your chance at 2.
Trust it. Go after it.
Val Sweeting.
11. Little down. 11-5. Yep. Whoa. Little down. 11-5. Whoa. Curl. Straight. Hard. Gotta go. Easy. Whoa. Easy.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
Same weight. 10.
Just one other game on the ice now, Kathy. Manitoba Laws against Ontario's Inglis.
And it is Caitlin Law's stone that is shot. Caitlin protected in the top of the 12. Danielle's trying to go sideways. Hit her own stone onto one of her own stones to move the Laws. Stone out, could be for 2. But this is curling. Oh, plan B.
And that'll get them a single point. Just biting that back edge of the button.
Yeah. That'll do.
So 7-6, Ontario leads it. Laws last rock coming home.
Yeah, that just started. Clean. 11-5. A little less. Clean, yep. Yes! Hard! Whoa! Curl! Roll it! Go!
Yeah, look at that. Rolling it underneath. albeit back to the tee line, back 4.
Val's done it for years when you really need one, eh?
Yeah, and this is just a smart throw. Straightest spot on the sheet. It's her intern, so you might get a bit more curl, but she used Carly to keep that line straight.
I thought you could have.
Can't beg it to curl there.
Yellow onto there, but then it's kind of just wide open. But this, she's got to make this.
Yeah.
50, 45 is good.
Okay, if we can be patient a little bit.
Yeah, you got it. T-line weight, we'll manage it in there. 50?
Yeah, 45 is okay too. You got it.
This has to be pretty close out of her hand. If they have to hit this for weight, they might kill the line and have it straighten up. They need to get around a rock that's almost biting the 8-foot here.
Taking 4 feet, 4 and a bit too. That's plenty of ice.
Line's good. T. Good T. Just T. It's got a bit of room right now. Room. T. Top back 4. Back 4. No bounce. Got room. Back 4. Back 8.
Don't see it curling that much.
It's getting close. It's still a bit heavy.
You got miles.
Okay.
Yep, keep going further. Go. Keep going. Okay, that works.
Do you like that same thing or no? I think we have to go here.
Yeah, that was a really good throw. I had 40, and I loved that throw. I just
try and get full 4.
Yeah.
Speed's
Crazy
good
amount
here.
of curl at the end there. It's buried behind the rock. Back 4 foot.
Yeah,
Just
that's right.
too much.
Yep. Yeah, just too much effort.
Okay, guys, speed here. What are you thinking, a 15?
Yep.
Line was good.
Not a lot of
Where do we
room
want
to
this?
bury. That's the scary part for Carrie Einarson here. You know, obviously you leave it edge of the button. There's a pretty simple double.
Okay, you got it. Okay, let's make this.
We know it'll curl though.
15?
Yep.
Einarson had her first, needing 2 to tie.
Wait only.
I like this.
T line. Room.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Speed's nice.
Wait only. Speed. Room.
Top 4.
Well, room. No, line's good. Line's perfect. Gotta go.
Good carry now,
Line's
Burgess.
good. Wait only.
Karwacki.
Curl.
Ooh,
Knife.
We're T.
Knife
No,
it.
T.
gonna leave anything here. Look at that wraparound. Wow.
What a team curling shot that was.
Throw. Thanks. Sorry, Carrie. Throw. It's all good.
Deuxième shot avec
See.
ça?
Just dead freeze. Yeah, we can do this.
At one point, you never thought it was going to get there.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
Freeze
a
it.
tiny bit
Heavy,
deeper than they wanted.
Yeah. Couldn't leave it open either.
Can be patient with it again.
Yeah. You got it.
This is really precise though from Lori.
Just down on top of that thrown stone.
Yes, has to be second shot.
I like it.
It's close.
Easy line.
It's close.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Room right now. Top 4.
Can't bounce on this line.
No,
You got
we're
nothing.
heavy right now.
T. We're T.
T.
No.
Come on.
Straight.
Yeah.
No. Just sit right there.
Oh, don't bounce off. Oh, just a little bit. Now, can you get across the face and tap it through?
Barely.
I think you can though. You just have to move it out of the 4 foot.
It may be better to
Hack.
nose it and tick your own.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Like 12-5.
Yeah.
So how important now is that point they missed in the 9th to go up 3?
Right.
Yeah.
You like just hack?
Yeah, I do.
Just got to get to nose, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
You like that broom for hack?
I think that's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Got it, Carrie.
You have to, if you're Val Sweetie, you have to make sure it makes contact and you kick it out for 2. You can't wreck.
Francois Roberge, the Quebec coach, sitting there and seeing it all. Will this be for an extra or is this for the win?
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Final stone.
Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Carrie Einarson.
Hard curl. Gotta get it to center.
Get it over. Help it over. Karwacki. Help it over. Keep it coming.
Gotta dig, push.
Dig, dig, dig. Push, push, push. Look out. Oh, no. And it will be a steal of one and a win for Quebec. And Laurie St. George make the final 9-6 to improve their record to 3-1. And for Einarson, that's loss number 1 when it was there for a third win. Wow. So top of the table, look at that. Nova Scotia and Quebec had 3-1. Einarson tied with Kate Cameron, who was idle this afternoon. Inglis currently still on the ice, and Gotland still looking for a first win. While on the other side, it's Holman, top of the table, 3 straight wins, the reigning Canadian champion. Wow. They were looking at a loss.
Like, no, just the result of it, but like
now they're 3-1.
I was like, oh, perfect. And then it was just.
Kerry got caught that straight side again, just to hair too much weight.
So over to Ontario. And Caitlin Laws, Daniel Inglis from Ottawa. They're in a timeout, Kathy.
And for Caitlin, just missed on the wrong side just now. She had a red stone cornered in the 8-foot with the yellow, was trying to just come down with back 12 weight, move the yellow out of the way to lie 2, went by the outside, just ticked the red over, and so now that shot is no longer there.
That long red, Kathy, the very longest one, looks like there's a little bit of a hallway through there that it lined up pretty good to sit 2 for Caitlin. Not that it would be easy.
I like it even with ours there. We've seen them throw a few down this path. It was pretty
She's going to have a corner run on either the Scotties or the Cashmere Reds for sure.
Regarding that one, yes. Yeah.
It makes some sense to sit 2.
As long I think this one anywhere along that path.
Yeah, I'm still a bit worried about this chase. I think that.
I mean, even if we ever chap off of that middle one.
I think that's your call.
Okay, I like that call. Okay. I like that call. But let's not be too cute.
No, I know.
I think she'd love to sit 2 here. It's just hard to get in there with the corners. They're kind of halfway high.
I think the out turn you could get in there, but
really?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I just see it kind of curling and then landing on that yellow and maybe leaving a double.
The call is even possibly chapping a hair off of a hair off of that center line one. Oh, it's buried.
Yeah. Yep.
Kira's fully buried though too, so let's not be too cute. Okay.
Okay. You got it. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Hair less, please.
Speed should be the same as your last card.
Watch my O-turn here, guys.
Yep. You got it. Let's make it.
And there you can see the thinking time, counting down. And she'll cross the tee with 18 remaining.
1. Line's good. Okay, you can go then. Easy. Clean. Yep.
1, 2.
Too much line. Clean. 2. Clean. Clean. Straight. Yep. Straight. Yep. Line's great. Yep. Well. Yep. Yes. Well. Okay, that's good.
Okay, good.
So a little reconstruction. They put a door in the hallway.
They certainly did. A perfect door.
Okay, good. Nice
Yeah, because this angle's tougher because you can't quite see all the yellow. This could be aiming right at the yellow, tick the red.
Yeah, boy. Imagine you make this and stick it for 2 for the win. Goodness.
That's the problem. You hate to leave somebody a chance to beat you. Not that it's easy.
Couldn't take them both away, so they took away the easier one.
10-5. Pardon? 10-5. Okay, sounds good.
Easier because it was just more direct.
Yeah, and you can just run it on to
I need 3/4.
a few different spots on that red to get your 2.
I like that for 10-5.
This is very precise.
You got her, Kaylin.
down by 1. Has an opportunity here to stick it for 2. Here we go. Negevin calling line. And it's Kristen Gordon on the brush. And they couldn't hold it out there. And it will be a win for Ontario. He'll pick up a steal of 1 more in 10 to go on to win it. 8-6 is your final score. So for Ontario, they go to 3-1. And Laws now falls to 1-2. So back-to-back wins for Ontario last night over Quebec. And now this afternoon against Caitlin Laws. So Homan is top of the table in Pool A. Pool B, with the win, Inglis moves up to join Black, Saint George, Inglis, Nova Scotia, Quebec, Ontario are your leaders. There's that separation at 2-1 versus 1-2. Remembering again, both pools, top 3 only do advance. Here at the Scotties in Thunder Bay.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware, here's how.
You're the junior star today?
Yeah, she is a future star. And getting a signature from a current star, Lisa Wheeler, and Quebec. Picking up, look at the smile on her. And that little toothless grin, as cute as can be. Just look at the numbers. There it is. Final stone. Einarson had a chance for the win. Her hits, 44%. That is what let her down. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. Proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. So we'll take a couple of hours and then we're back with you and Nancy Martin from Saskatchewan. We'll try to hand Rachel Homan, the reigning Canadian champion, her first loss. It is Saskatchewan against Team Canada as we feature teams from the A grouping, or Pool A. You love it every time, don't you? We're such children. So till we talk with you again at 7 Eastern, thank you for joining us as always on this holiday across the country in many provinces. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts from Thunder Bay is right here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.